$50 off your first job post. That's linkedin.com/work for $50 off. Terms and conditions apply.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
Snow is expected to hamper the holiday getaway to the mountains just in time for the three-day weekend. CDOT's Tamara Rollison.
We expect some snow accumulations from about 3 to 7 inches on the I-70 corridor and some high winds. And that could have some pretty serious impact on driving because we will have heavier than normal traffic as people head up for the Martin Luther King holiday weekend.
CDOT is suggesting people should put off travel until tomorrow. There's expected to be some gusty winds along the Front Range and Eastern Plains as well today. National Weather Service is putting a high wind warning in place from 1 o'clock this afternoon until 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. Fox 31's Brooks Garner.
Could gust over 60 miles per hour. Be careful in semi-trucks and watch out for blowing dust.
The warning covers most of the northeastern quarter of the state. That includes the Denver metro area. In sports, the Nuggets and Avs both off tonight. The Avs hit the ice tomorrow against the Blues at Pepsi Center. The Nuggets take on the Pacers on Sunday.
Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by Upwork. Upwork has the largest network of independent professionals, like developers, designers, data scientists, you name it. And they're proven, rated, and reviewed. So when you need in-demand talent, on demand, Upwork is how.
If you're running out of room in your home, like maybe you're a hoarder or you've got some new kids, those things are kind of the same, really, right? I've got some great news for you. Mortgage rates are incredibly low, making it easy and affordable to upsize your space. Hey guys, it's Ross Kaminsky for American Financing, and now is the time to move into your forever home. And the salary-based mortgage consultants at American Financing are the people you need to call. They've been around for 20 years, born in Colorado.
So that's a category, maybe even better than
you get on a
car.
Yep,
a call unless you get a guy that does Corvettes.
If a customer doesn't know where to go,
they come straight to you.
Yeah.
If you get somebody that knows Corvettes.
We've probably got
painted plenty.
20
What's that?
from
I've painted plenty Corvettes, but
I took that all day long.
Yeah.
Fiberglass is not fun to work with.
Hi guys.
How you doing?
Good.
You never did it?
Yeah, I painted beds. I've worked with fiberglass, but it's not fun.
Laying it up isn't fun.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's an art. It's an art.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great.
It's almost magic.
Good to see you. Make the whole rear wheel flare.
It's almost magic, making it look beautiful. Fiberglass, don't you think?
Yeah.
Jesse, don't you think?
Yeah.
Working with fiberglass?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. But those people that do that, man.
Oh, thanks. They make it look like, oh my God.
I'm telling
you. You look at it and you say, how can that happen?
Stuff's amazing. You drive a Corvette?
No.
I know you used to have a Ferrari.
Yeah. Those aren't plastic, right?
No.
Your music's on.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. What's going on in your life? This is Friday, Car Day. We're going to talk about cars or anything else on your mind. 303-713-TALK. Just let me remind you about some good, wonderful things, and that is realcbdthatworks.com. Realcbdthatworks.com. What we're talking about is we're talking about Panacea Life Sciences, CBD products. You can depend on them 100% because they have a pharmaceutical lab right here in Golden. So what they say on their dosages they have, visit the website, realcbdthatworks.com. Okay, let's go to Devin, who was on yesterday, scammed in a car deal, and today is car day. Then we have our car experts who will chime in from time to time, and we'll talk to them. Devin, let's talk about this.
Tom.
Let's talk about this car deal. We just started a little yesterday. What is going on?
So I went in on August 17th to a car dealership called Fusion Motorsports.
And what way? Cruisin'? Fusion. I'm sorry. Fusion. Yeah. Go ahead, sir. Then what?
Signed the paperwork knowing that it was a salvage title. He just had a few things.
You knew it was a salvage.
Yes.
Okay, you wanted to save some money. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with people buying salvage vehicles. Have you guys ever known, my experts here, Devin, I'm asking, have you guys ever known people that bought salvage and it's a pretty good deal?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It happens, right?
Sometimes it's just hail.
You know it. Oh, yeah. Now, if it's hail, hell, that's a hail. Yeah. I mean, that's a good deal because it's not really salvage. But even in a wreck, if it's salvage but it's been properly repaired, That's
why not?
Okay, so anyway, you had a salvage title. The name of the place was Fusion Motors. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
So I signed the deal, knowing that he needed to fix some things before he gave me the car, mainly the moonroof. Because when you drove, it kind of flapped up and down. It wasn't safe.
Okay.
So
that's called a we owe statement. That's what they call them. And for short, they say we owe. Do you have a we owe on it? A we owe. So you had a we owe, and what they owed you the moonroof.
Yes, they owed me the moonroof plus a few other things that were that just needed to be touched up.
All right. What went wrong?
Everything was going great for a couple of months. He was keeping me up to date on all the.
Where's he located?
Last known place of business was down in Englewood.
Englewood. Fusion Motor Company. Was it Fusion Luxury? What's the name? I'm trying to find it.
Fusion Motor Sports.
Fusion Motor Sports. What are we finding? Fusion Motor Sports.
Yeah, just in Englewood.
All right. So what did he pack up and go away?
Yeah, as of December 17th, I sent him a text message just saying, "Hey, I need a date that this car is going to be done. I've waited 4 months."
No fooling. You're telling me the guy's gone. He's just gone.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't heard a single thing from him.
Wait a minute. You don't have the car. He has your money. How did you make payment?
I bought a loan through USAA.
Well,
so
wait. USAA would not have done that without the title, even if it was salvaged.
I've talked to them, and they said that they send the money before they get the title because it can be sent from me.
No. I have never heard of an auto lender doing that, ever. They send the money trusting a dealer to give them the title. Normally, it's what's called an envelope draft, meaning you send the envelope draft. The draft is a check. The envelope, but you have to. They don't do this anymore, but they used to call them that because you stuff it with the title, and then it turns into a check. But in any case, bottom line here is, you have a loan on a car you don't even have, and you don't even know where these people are.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, what's the name of the guy that owns Fusion Motorsports?
His first name's Lance. His last name is a little difficult. I'll go through my emails and find the last name, but Lance, I want to say Mari, I don't know. Lance.
Listen, let me just say this. They have great reviews. Holy crap. I mean, right. No, they do. My grandson, blah, 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 he loves the guy. Fusion Motorsports are absolute best. I purchased a BMW. And you can't fake all of these. He doesn't have a bad review. Wait, hold on. Does he? Hold on. He has one. Wait, they are criminals. I bought an RV cash. Round gave me, gave it to sold. Okay, hold on. A couple. But man, is the number disconnected?
It was his personal cell phone number, the one on Google Maps. If you look it up, that's his personal cell phone number, and I haven't been able to reach him yet.
Okay, we need to call it. Suzanne, on Fusion Motorsports, on that Google panel, there's a number. You want me to just send it to you?
I already have it in front of me, Tommy.
Is it the one that's 0059 it ends in?
Yes.
Let's try that. Hold on. If anyone knows where this Lance, blah, 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 what's his last name again? Just tell me what as close as you can get.
It starts with an M. Lance M. I'm looking it up right now.
All right, Lance M. Oh, man, this is terrible.
How big a loan did he have?
Yeah, that's good.
Migliaccio. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a $13,500 car.
Oh, $13K, man. No, what happened to him? He disappeared. Is it empty? Did you drive by there?
We've told the...
Did you drive by? That's a yes or a no. Did you drive by?
No.
Okay, did anyone you know drive by?
No.
Okay, I need a deputy right now. I need a deputy out and about right now, and then you can call us at 303 Martino to go to 6. Now, please don't confront anyone. Just see if it's open for business. Just see what's happening. It's 1690 West Hamilton Place in Englewood. Please, anyone out and about. I have a lot of deputies out there that listen from time to time, and they want to help out. 1690 West Hamilton Place in Englewood. Go on out and see what you see there. 1690 West Hamilton Place. You give did you try the number yet, Suze?
Not yet. I didn't hear the issue, so I needed better understanding.
All right, here's the bottom line. He paid, got a loan, and this guy's been paid for about $13,000 for a car. Did you put any money down, Devin? Oh, I'm sorry. Put Devin on hold. Devin, did you put any money down, bro?
Yeah, I gave him $2,000.
All right, hold on. He gave him $2,000 plus the $13,000 loan. What was the sales price?
It ended up being 13. It was the same, 13.5.
Oh, 13.5 was the total, and you put down $2,000.
Yes.
So your loan is for 11.5.
Yes.
Okay. So the dealer got paid, but there's no car. And Devin was told it was closed down, right, Devin?
Yes.
He can't get a hold of them. It did, by the way, Suzanne, it did have a salvage title, but Devin knew that. Mark, how's that? A straight, flat-out ripoff? Mark just walked in, a salvage title car. Now, Devin knew he was buying one. He wanted to buy one so he could save some money. He pays the guy $13,500, $11,500 in a loan, $2,000 out of pocket. The guy disappears. It's called Fusion Motorsports, 1690 West Hamilton Place. We're told it's closed. Google is not showing it to be closed. Many times they put that on there. But the guy is Lance Migliazzo. Migliazzo?
Laganzo.
No, Migliazzo, I think he says. So, if anyone knows anything about this, or if one of our deputies can drive by 1690 West Hamilton Place, do so, please. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. If you're buying real estate, you know what? He'll come, clean the house, stage the house, give you tips, an evaluation of what you should ask for the house, and put it up on the market, all free of charge, because he knows he's going to sell it, but he will never hold you to a long-term contract. You won't get better service. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
Tell me I blew it over.
No, not at all. I'll tell you what I learned. Keep that off just for a second. I just realized
at the same time, home values have gone up roughly 50% in the last several years. However, they seem to be peaking now. Maybe it's time to put that equity to work by paying off high-rate credit cards, personal loans, or remodel your house. Hi, I'm Wesley Hoagland with Westland Financial. Let us put you in a position to do any of these things with no closing costs. That's right, nothing's rolled into your loan, whether it's conventional, FHA, or VA, will pay your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. Maybe you just want to lock in a lower rate or refinance out of paying mortgage insurance. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to see how we can save you thousands of dollars a year. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. Call us at 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669.
NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
You know, unfortunately, Joe Lazzara is busy. Why is Joe Lazzara busy? It's because he does criminal defense. And over the holidays, people did not take his advice not to drink and drive. They drank and they drove. And here's the bottom line. He's not going to preach to you. And we really have to get this straight. Drinking and driving is out. However, he represents people charged with UIs. Some people, you know what? Their rights were violated. They were falsely accused. And they need representation no matter what. It doesn't matter. Did you make a mistake? Did you do something stupid? Keep this name handy. I hope you never need it. We also have people call the show that say, look, Tom, I was charged with shoplifting. I swear to you, it was inadvertent. I'm not trying to tell you everyone's innocent, but not everyone's guilty. No matter what, everyone needs an attorney if they are charged with a crime, and life does not go perfectly. LazzaraLegal.com. Joe is a great guy. You can call him. Keep the number handy. I hope you never need it. 303-429-6200. 429-6200.
Season after season, quality's the reason people trust K&H Home Solutions. Beautiful windows, siding and doors, roofing, gutters, and more. Improving homes for over 60 years. With K&H, the difference is clear. K&H Home Solutions.
Ring in the new year here all month at K&H Home Solutions with extraordinary savings at khwindows.com. When you buy one beautiful K&H window, you get the second one free with the purchase of 3 or more windows. What about curb appeal? With a K&H new entry door, 25% off. Plus, the best siding ever. Everlast Siding. Extraordinary savings, 25%, and great financing available. For windows, siding, doors, and more, K&H has what you're looking for at khwindows.com. That's khwindows.com.
K&H Home Solutions has what you're looking for.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare contracts, and in the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare contract, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare and want out? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-990-1551. 800-990-1551. 800-990-1551.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
Hi, I'm Peter Harris for Grainberry Cereals.
The world does not need enough
cereal unless it truly has something new and important to offer. I believe that Grainberry cereals can really make a difference in your life. I'm not a radio.
4 other shops in that area.
That's pretty obvious you're not a radio
4x4 shop.
That guy has to make that announcement.
Oh, that's a card.
Not a radio announcer.
Looks more like a body shop fixing
That's what I was thinking.
With the
But,
dealer's license.
you know, we have a salvage title place in the Springs that only sells cars with salvage titles. Everything they sell is salvage.
There's a guy right up by me, Urban Motors.
Yeah, we do so many free purchases from them because people are worried about it, but typically they do a pretty good job.
One's all Subaru, one's like Toyotas, the other's legs up more Audis
I
and
never
stuff.
realized it was such a big business, but
I didn't think you could get financed on totals.
oh my goodness,
I don't even know how.
they're not even that much of a savings, to be
I
honest
think
with you.
there's
Some of these ones I see,
there's some
it's like,
credit unions will finance them.
Are you kidding me?
And then these guys
in the 90s, and they got to that point where no
They have to-
sabotage won't touch
They have to
it.
prove that they're insurable. So they have to come to a shop, and then we have to
Well,
fill out
this-
a form for the
I don't-
insurance company that
I
says
find it
everything checks
difficult
good.
that he got inspected.
Yeah.
First of all, salvage finance without the title. Come on.
That I don't understand that one. But I do know the salvage title works, but without the title.
Without the title?
Yeah, right. Who's going to do that?
What bank do you know that gives money and says, "Oh, just send the title to us"?
Right. I told that lady.
Hey, you know that Garden of the Gods thing where they were saying you had to pay $500? I heard you guys talk about that the other day. Someone told me the same thing. The state's trying to pass a law where if you take pictures.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Today is car day, so naturally I want to tell you about another kind of vehicle, Century RV. RVs are vehicles. You know, I love RVs. I really do. Mark got into RVing. I used to have several RVs, and what I love is they're right in our backyard, okay? They're at I-25 and 119. That's up north to Longmont, along the frontage road. Or they're right out west in Lakewood, just north of 6th Avenue between Kipling and Sims, next to Woodley's. Great deals. That's all I have to say. People come from all over the country. They're in our backyard. Century, as in the 100 mark. CenturyRV.com, 303-453-1111. So let's go to the phones. And Devin, we are searching for this guy. We are searching for him. That's all I can say. Lance Migliazzo, or whatever the hell it is. And it's close, right? And then he had a place called Fusion Motors, and I'm waiting for one of our deputies to drive by. Suze, you called that number. What happened?
So 2 things, Tom. It went straight to voicemail, but it was clear it was a cell phone, so I've texted him. I'm going to see if I hear from him. But somebody said, call High Country 4x4. They're right across the street and might know something.
Thank you. Joan, what's going on with you, Joan?
Hi.
Hi. What's happening, Joan?
Well, my car had stopped and it was in the parking lot of King Soopers.
What happened to it?
The transmission went out.
How do you know?
because I had it towed. Well, they was going to tow it out the parking lot, so I had to find somebody to come tow it and look at it.
And where'd they tow it to, dear? Where'd they tow it to?
They towed it to AMCO.
Double AMCO. Okay, what happened there?
I asked the guy to look at it and just tell me what was wrong with it.
Yeah.
After they looked at it, they told me it was $1,900 for me to get back.
Well, hold no, wait. It was $1,900 to repair it or to get it back?
To look at it.
Oh, wait. $1,900 to look at it?
Yes.
What? Just to look at it?
Just to look at it.
Why didn't you go to Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair? They do free estimates, including removing and looking at it. But where is this AMCO?
It's on Colfax and Billings, I believe.
Okay, how long ago was that?
A year ago.
Wait, oh my God. Now, why are you calling now?
I've been calling, and me and the guy, Joe, was making a deal. He told me that...
Joan, this was a year ago. I need to speed this up a bit. It was a year ago. You decided back then not to have the work done. Is that right?
Right.
Okay.
They told me they have me on speakers, on recording, saying that I authorized them to fix it.
Oh. Did you or did you not?
I did not.
They say you did, so now they say you owe them how much?
$3,500 plus another $3,500.
Wait a minute. How the hell? First of all, wait a minute. What kind of car is this?
It's a 430 SL Mercedes.
What year?
2001.
It's not worth much.
It was $7,000 cash.
Isn't that SUV, guys?
No. The SL is a little sports thing. But here's the thing. Listen to this. You told them not to do the work. They say you were on recording saying do the work.
Yes, and they also told me that I had to have $1,500 down before they start.
I understand, and you never gave it to them. And now they say you owe $35 plus $35. Is the other $35 for storage? $3,500?
They told me they weren't going to charge me for storage. They told me.
Then why do you owe them $7,000?
That beats me. Every time I turn around, they told me that I might as well give them a title because they're not giving me my car back.
Okay, we need to call this place, man. This is crazy. AMCO.
Yes.
AMCO.
I think they're all independently owned.
Colfax and Billings. So are you going to give them the title? Well, first of all, you didn't want the car if you weren't going to get it fixed, right?
I was going to get the car back and have somebody else fix it.
Yeah, but you left it there a year.
Well, I couldn't get it back. He told me that he put a lien on it and all kinds of stuff.
Let's see if Suzanne can't get him on the horn.
Okay.
Maybe there's another side to this, because it sounds
crazy.
Outrageous.
Josh, what's going on with you, Josh?
Hey, question. Have you guys ever heard of AutoSource?
AutoSource. Yeah, is that a broker service?
No, they specialize in turning branded titles into rebuilt titles.
Yeah, they rebuild them, right. That's right.
So do you know what's the process of going from total to a rebuilt?
First of all, they're still going to show they still show salvage, even if they're rebuilt. They still show salvage. There are ways to clean that up, but trust me when I tell you,
shady ways.
It's shady.
I don't care about that. If your only concern is I want to make sure this car's
okay, I get what you're saying, Josh. You
get such a huge discount.
That's right. And you know what? I want to say something about that. There is absolutely nothing wrong buying a salvage titled car that has been rebuilt properly to save a bunch of money. The only problems you will have is if you try to resell it, you will also take a hit. But if you buy it right, you don't care. So how do you know if it's been done properly? There are called ICAR standards. There are other standards where you need to make sure the frame and the unibody were done properly or it becomes an eggshell. They are meant to absorb shock once. Then they have to be put back together. And if they're not, now sometimes they can be stretched back together and bent. But if it's too much, the crumple zone is no longer any good and it has to be replaced. Guys, weigh in.
I would never buy a flood car.
Flood.
If it's salvaged due to flood,
never.
But
if it's salvaged due to
collision, minor collision, you got to research.
Right.
Some of them will tell you why they were salvaged.
But even you're right.
I would want to know why.
I would not buy a flood car, but I would buy any other salvage if the price was right. If the repairs were done properly, including what they call a clip. A clip is where they clip the damn thing in half and they put two together like Frankenstein. Jesse is with Honest Accurate Auto in Colorado Springs, and you just heard from Kevin from Sheridan Auto Tech. Those are our experts today, along with Nick Yutzi from Flexident, Colorado. Go ahead.
The only thing we run into sometimes, even if we inspect them, sometimes there's hidden damage behind components that we can't see. So if we go in to do a repair or something, a year later, we'll find something that's bent or broken, and that's due to the accident. That's a little difficult.
If these guys buy them and repair them, do they do that, Josh?
Yeah, so one of my hesitation is when you go in, they give you a list of what was repaired on the vehicle. And the list they gave me, I can't fathom why the car was salvaged if the list is correct.
But here's what you can do. A VIN number search, and you can talk to the previous owners.
Correct.
Ask them if they got any previous pictures too.
Previous photos of the wreck.
Okay. Yeah, before
that's
the car.
A good idea because a lot of times they do. So why don't you do a VIN number search and then do a Carfax?
I did a Carfax. I know what the wreck was. I know there were no airbags.
What did they say the wreck was? What did they say the wreck was?
So Carfax says it was a single car collision and somebody hit the median on a freeway. No cars involved, no airbags.
What year is the car?
The 2014 Toyota 4Runner. The same car to dealership is about $33,000. They're asking $21,000.
Okay, you're wondering why was it totaled?
Why was it totaled? They told me they replaced both fenders, headlights, hood, and radiator, and that was it.
What about the frame?
Frame damage.
Yeah, when you're looking at medium,
they
you're
said
talking.
There was no frame damage.
No suspension
now, I have
damage?
To have it inspected to verify.
Well,
those were the list of parts they gave me.
Anytime you're looking at a fender,
I wouldn't tend to believe it, but go ahead.
Anytime you're looking at a fender, I'd be looking at suspension. If you're replacing the fenders and the bumpers and you're talking front end, there's got to be some suspension damage.
You need someone who can inspect it. That's all I can tell you, Josh. Josh, AutoSource in general, listen, this is their thing, but I don't know how they do it and if they do it properly. If you're finding like an $11,000 or $12,000, you're about a $12,000 savings. That's significant for a light vehicle, right? So, yeah. Well, if it's done properly, I would ask questions. First of all, these places, if they really want to do a good job, should take photos along the way. Do they have photos along the way?
You know, I didn't ask.
You know, you ought to ask because, for example, with aircraft, people take photos along the way because it's such a big deal. And if they never did, I would go to a place who specializes in this and have them check it, or a good body shop, even if they have to take things apart. Really, that's the only way I would do it. But remember, I have no problem if you know something is salvaged, if you can save money, and if you want to do it, I have no problem with it. Now, how does insurance handle this? I want to ask Suzanne to get Compass on to find out. I'm Tom Martino.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
There's a couple of highway slow spots to watch out for when you drive across the metro area freeway system. Coming out of the Tech Center, northbound I-25, a bit sluggish there from Bellevue, traveling up to Hampton. Once you get to Yale, the drive does improve heading into downtown. Westbound I-70, solid stop and go in the elevated portion between York and the 270 interchange. And westbound 270 remains solid stop and go either side of Vasquez as well. The weather forecast could be a slight chance of showers. Very windy today, though, with a high of 52. Tonight, winds will continue in the overnight hour with low of 20. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 44. Right now, partly cloudy in Denver and 50. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer.
Is your family ready for cold and flu season? Knowing when it's the flu lets you know when to call.
First-hand knowledge, but that's
Okay, guys, 10 away from a spot.
With a thermometer you can trust. The Exergen Temporal Scanner, backed by more than 80 clinical studies.
I don't think they have any franchise control.
American Restoration 24/7. Again, I'm giving you a name I hope you never need, but they are great to depend on if you need them for a fire, a flood, storm, mold, other catastrophes, property traumas. They are environmentalists, scientists, technicians, and business people, all wrapped into a great company. American Restoration 24/7. Put this away for future use, and I hope you don't need them. Amrest247.com, Amrest247.com.
They're up on my Aurora shop, so we see a lot of cars come from there.
From where?
This Amco. It's a mess.
We have not had good with that.
There was this one in particular. Someone else I knew worked there, and he forced everybody to punch out for lunch and would fire them if they
Denver
actually
trial
took lunch.
coming up.
You got to punch out at 5, but if you leave early, you get docked. And all kinds of, just childish.
Remember, we have big dinner tonight.
Nonsense.
Shit. I know, but I want to feed these guys.
Hope you ordered 3 pizzas.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Shemansky's not here.
I don't even like
Not Shermansky.
So we're going to try
I've done that.
Lachowski.
Yeah.
I don't even like it.
Fucking guy weighs 8 pounds, shoved down 3 pies.
and still weighs 8 pounds.
And still weighs, and loses weight.
Yeah.
He loses weight.
He's like, damn, I better stop and eat on the way home. Yeah.
I'll never forget, he walked by Voodoo Donuts one time out there. They have bacon on them.
Yeah.
These donuts look like pies.
They're actually, they're huge, yeah.
Fucking ate like 3 of them.
Yeah, he's got a massive sweet tooth.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah. So we got a question coming in. Hopefully they get a hold of her. This is a good question. The lady had a rental car, and she put E85 gas in it.
Mm-hmm.
They said she ruined it.
Ruined it?
Yeah.
It would depend
Boy,
on
that that boat repair guy
But here's
got
actually put it in. She was driving around.
I love it. I love
as long as she kept
right on
going,
the
and so
ball.
he kept going, and then when
Hey,
she
it's
shut it
Ross
off,
Kaminsky for American Financing. Today's rates are the lowest they've been in over a year.
She says they should have told me. Why did they tell me not to put in
and save you
E85?
thousands
So
of
anyway,
over the
it
life
shouldn't
of
ruin
your
it. They
loan,
would just have to
sometimes
drain
tens of
everything,
thousands.
right?
So
Or
make
it could be
today
hard
the
to
day you
seal
call
stuff.
Most people don't drive after they do that. Most people do that and then it won't restart and they're like, shit, I put the wrong gas in, they tow it over. Then we can drain it, fill it, put some cleaner through there, but I've never... Hard to say when they've driven it and ran it through there. There could be some components that should...
That's why I was thinking seal, because isn't that what the cars is?
Well, it's the alcohol, yeah.
The alcohol part on seal.
It's usually more long-term effect than short-term, though.
I would think the same thing.
Because the alcohol absorbs the water, you get corrosion, you get other kind of issues. That's what, that's why they use steel lines, steel braided lines for the fuel, and so they don't rust, but not a short-term.
And if it's a rental car, it's a new car, so she should be able to get it over to a real... They should be able to get it to a shop, drain it, put some cleaner in there, and see
Well,
what
if she
happens.
drove it that much, she should be empty by now.
She kept on filling the E85.
Hey, send me what you have on premium.
Diesel's cheaper too. I mean, yeah.
But diesel's not going to really hurt a car, though, is it?
It's probably not.
Because it's at least got lubrication and stuff in it, right?
Get a little smoky.
Doesn't want to run. I tell you what, diesel and E85.
We went to this place in Vegas. I had to buy the shirt.
That's right there on the...
Have you heard of it?
No.
It's on,
it's
downtown,
right on the
though.
street. So
Yeah,
so the broads in there, excuse me, the women, well, if you see them, they're broads. they're definitely broads. So they take their top off, take their bra off, and then they throw it behind the bar, and there's like 8 million bras up on the top. It's a pure biker bar. In fact, it might be the only, well, I mean, I've been to like the Stagecoach and shit by my house, but It's like the only real biker bar I think I've ever been in, man. It's a pretty gnarly clientele, man.
Are you saying just the women come in there do that? Or,
The clientele's doing
The
that?
women. Yeah, the women that come in.
So it's not the waitresses, it's the women coming in.
You're up.
That way they don't have to.
DenverTrialLawyers.com. That is a website that will be invaluable to you if you've suffered a weird personal injury. Hey, I don't mean to say weird. What I mean to say is catastrophic, where you don't know where to turn. You know, one guy had a product blow up on him, and he said, what do I do now? I mean, really, my hands are burned, my face is scarred. Another guy had a doctor. Somebody had a relative in assisted living. What about nursing homes mistreating your loved ones? Or possibly even a therapist, whatever it is. They have had multi-million-dollar settlements and adjudications by judges and juries. 303-571-5302, DenverTrialLawyers.com.
So it was pretty crazy. It wasn't that busy when we weren't in, but let me tell you, the people running the bar, they're their own breed down there, man, in that bar. The bouncer was a huge old boy, and you could tell a lot of shit breaks out in this place.
I'll bet.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. Car day today. We got Jesse from Honest Accurate Auto. We got Kevin from Sheridan Auto Tech. Nick Yutzi, Flexident of Colorado. I love the name Honest Accurate Auto. I mean, it says it right there, doesn't it? I mean, you know, Sheridan Auto Tech, I understand that, Kevin. You're a good guy. But you could call it Big Uncle Kevin's Friendly, Excellent Economic Car Service. I want to say
.com.
.com. And if I had one, I'd call it, what would I call it if I wanted to really hit the nose? The best of the best of the best. .com. Anyway. And then I like Flexident of Colorado, and I get that. I fix your dents better than anyone.com.
Fix-A-Dent. Actually, isn't that
Fix-A-Dent. Yeah, there is a Fix-A-Dent, which is, I think, the dental thing. Let's talk to Joan now with this AMCO thing. And what are we doing? We called them or what? What's going on? I don't understand this. I just
Suzanne's got an update.
Is this true, though, that she left it there and now it's $7,000? I mean, to me, I don't think anybody would do that work not knowing they're going to get paid unless they think the car's worth that and they're going to steal it. Hold on, Joan. Suze, what did you find out?
So I have the owner of AMCO on line 6.
That's wonderful, because it sounds outrageous to me, and I do want to get his intake. Whenever an owner is willing to come on the air, we give them the utmost respect, because that's saying something, right? To address a problem for a consumer.
I can't wait to hear the other side.
Yeah, Joe, there's got to be another side. She said she brought this in last year. And
yes, sir.
Go ahead.
How you doing, Mr. Martino?
I'm doing good, Joe. Thank you for coming on. Can you explain the story?
Absolutely. Ms. Mansfield was a prior customer from a couple of years ago that we fixed a transmission on her 1999 Tahoe or Suburban. Our general manager had this car towed in back in 2/20 of 19 with a Mercedes-Benz E430 transmission.
Okay.
Originally, Ms. Mansfield authorized 348732 with a last for her social, which I will not say on the air, and a date of birth to do all the work.
Wait a minute. So she authorized it, and you did everything required by the state law to get that authorization. You have the note, the date, the social security number as a proof. Wow.
Yes, sir. Here it gets better. Ms. Mansfield was not able to pay the entire bill. Ms. Mansfield asked for a better solution of a used transmission, which I have that total of $2597.02 with tax, and she said I promised her $2,400 out the door. I said no problem. Ms. Mansfield also said that on 4/25 she called wanting to set up a payment plan of $50 per month until paid, to begin on 5/15/19. And Ms. Mansfield also came in when she did that and signed for the used transmission.
Really?
The payment records go back to, it took to 5/15 for a $200 payment in cash. Then Ms. Mansfield took 7/24/19 and got a third-party loan for $1,000.
My God, she left out a lot.
So
did she have the car at this point, or you had it in custody?
We had the car in custody because we've worked with her prior.
What was the total
and
bill,
this-
by the way, Joe, at the beginning? What was the total bill after repair? The total.
For what we agreed upon, $2,400 out the door.
Then why does she say you're trying to get $7,000 from her?
I can't speak for other people. I can only do what I can do and do the right thing.
Okay, so what's owed right now, Joe? What's owed right now?
$1,200.
Man, I got to tell you, Joe, thank you. Joan, you told us they want $7,000 from you. You're not telling me the truth. He's on the phone saying he only wants $1,200. They're not even charging you storage.
He did not tell me that. He did not tell me that.
Well, guess what? He just did.
When I told him, don't fix the car.
He just did. He just did. He just did. You owe $1,200 today. No storage. The best deal I ever heard for a Mercedes transmission. Are you going to go get it?
You got that money.
Are you going to go get it?
No, listen to this. Let me tell you. I was making those payments when I went in.
I want to know if you're going to go get it. Can you please answer me? Are you going to go get it for $1,200?
Yes.
Oh, that is. Aren't you happy that
you're going to get it today?
You're not even being charged for storage like you told us. So please help us out here. Why did you say that?
Why did I say what?
You said that he was charging you $7,000.
Listen to this. Every time I went in to make the payment, they wouldn't accept my payments for the car because he was in another store. He told me that my car has been done for 2 months. When I initially put the car in, I told him I was coming to get it, don't do nothing. He said, well, when you come and get it, you pay me for the brand new transmission I just bought and the labor and all of that. I said, I did not tell you to buy me a transmission.
All right,
I
listen.
asked you to look at it. He told me, I'm going to have to take the transmission. Are you there?
I'm here. Go ahead.
I had to take the transmission.
Yeah, okay. So listen.
My name is Lloyd Jones.
Here's what I'm going to say at this point. Go get your car for $1,200. Now, this guy doesn't want any of that. I don't even know what she was trying to explain.
And if he changes his mind when you show up with the $1,200,
I want
call
to
us
thank
back.
you. Joe, thank you very much. We appreciate you being on, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, AMCO. He says it was $2,400 as they have Social Security number. They have a signed signature approving the used transmission. He said, now listen to this. He even is applying every payment she made, and right now, she made payments. She said she never agreed to anything. She made payments, and he's even willing to give her credit for all those payments. She's now at $1,200, no storage. Now, I'm not saying this guy is the milk of human kindness or the best shop in the world, but I'm saying, guess what? He came through. He could have charged her for storage, guys, right? After a year?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. We got more coming up.
44th Auto.
And I'll monitor
Oh,
for
you're
years.
right.
I have a local
He
volume.
didn't take the whole course.
He never finished up the weasel course.
No, the weasel ripped him off and didn't show up for the last half of the course.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You want your car back?
Hey, try to get out of here.
Good, they are going to ship it.
Yeah, he didn't listen during the class. You're supposed to get all the money up front. No payments.
All the money and hold it for a year
You
before
get
you
the
start.
car, all the money, and then you simply don't give it back
What's his
until
first
they pay you more.
What's his first name?
Jimmy. Jim Weasel.
Jim Weasel.
44th Auto.
I don't know. This guy, though, there's...
He sounded a little.
No, he is. Joe?
The owner?
Yeah. He sounded a little. I don't know.
No,
Just a little.
I've had history with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he...
No,
but she didn't tell us everything.
no. This job right here, if that's all true, solid.
Do you have to get a social when you have somebody sign paperwork?
No.
I don't either.
Rocky Mountain Retro Foam, that will be the place to get your insulation. If you have an older home and you need to get it insulated. In fact, even if it's a recent home that doesn't have good insulation, this is the best retro system because they go in from outside the house, they don't disturb your living space, and they inject this state-of-the-art foam. This foam is like a heavy shaving cream. It fills every nook and cranny. I want you to look at the video. I'll give you the website in a second here, and you'll be sold. It seriously can make your home up to 50% more energy efficient. It will make also it more quiet by 80%, and it is environmentally friendly, no outgassing, no odors. It's not an epoxy. It's not a spray-on. It never gets hard. But here's the deal. If you have the walls done, they will do your ceilings in the attic for 20% off. FoamYourWalls.com. It truly is remarkable. FoamYourWalls.com. How much time do I have?
The social and the date of birth comes from the previous job.
I will not eat M&Ms.
That's where it comes from.
To me, it's like, I get approved all the time on the phone. I've never asked for anybody's last.
We do some work in my workshop for Drive Time, the car lot.
Okay.
Their warranty company is Silverrock, and we do some work with them.
Same way.
They were working with Amco. And Amco, this guy, sending them bills and waiting for them to bitch loud enough, and then he'll fix the car. So he's paid like 2-3 weeks ahead. And then they're like, dude, where's this guy?
I am fixing this Monday.
Fixes it when
What?
he fixes
I'm
it.
bolting it.
Yeah.
So hogs
Shit
and
like that.
heifers.
He's just,
That's crazy. I never. We work with Amco in
No, it's
Springs, and
marvelous.
they're all local owners. So he's
Yeah.
actually really good.
this guy has 2 stores.
Actually, you and your kids would.
I know.
You and your kid would like it.
Well, we get
It's
customers in
here
all
it is
the
right
time,
here.
they're just pissed off. You know.
Are people taking video?
No, not that
The
first time you couldn't
I don't
perform
know.
any better. If it's happened to you,
The best bad decision you'll
The best bad decision.
Is that this
Hogs and
salute?
heifers,
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the pictures, Tim. It's right, it's at the very end of the strip.
There's one on Fremont Street too.
That's what I'm talking about. Or, I didn't mean the strip, Fremont.
Yeah, because
It's like at the very end.
the hotel.
Oh, it's right by the Heart Attack Cafe where you eat for free if you're way over 500.
There's a hotel right
Is that
across
the one with all
the
the
street that we
bacon
stayed
and
at
burgers
before.
or something? The heart attack place.
Look at the, let's see if they show it. Yeah, this is it. It's like at the very end, man. Let's see what they show inside here.
I tell you, Fremont.
It's a rough place, man. It's no,
Did you guys ever go there before they did all their renovating?
you can go
That
with
was
it.
a bad place.
Oh,
Fremont,
yeah.
Horseshoe, Golden Nugget.
Who cares about the badge? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. The badge.
yourself without being bullied, shamed, or trolled for what you
I don't know why this is showing this weird shit.
Yeah, the whole front of that street is motorcycle.
Oh, this one's in New York City. I didn't know they had one there, too. Oh, it's a chain? I didn't know that.
The one in Vegas, the whole front is blocked off for motorcycle parking.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. We stayed at the hotel right across the street, and they just growled that whole street. Oh, just the way I like it, loud.
But if you see all this stuff,
Lots of
those
motorcycles.
are all bras. It's just bras from one end of the joint to the other.
We didn't go in there.
Just bras, no man's ears.
A few man's ears.
Does that mean you yanked yours off and threw it up there, Mark?
Oh, look, they have the porn stuff there.
I like their mantra though. The best bad decision you'll ever make. That's perfect.
Just remember, it stays in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
That's how it works, right?
Now your kid would like that. You go in there, and the drinks are cheap. I mean, you know, they're actually
I'll be
pretty cheap.
What time are our meetings tonight?
6:30.
You're right, there's probably a lot of them.
Okay, so
Oh, dude, no colors. I mean,
We used to call that a
I love
chiclet
this
bar.
song. I love. Remember the girl that was on America's Got Talent that did this? That young girl.
no, sir.
Oh my God, she was unbelievable. Wait, was it this song? No, it was it was a Janis Joplin song. The skinny little girl, she comes out on America's Got Talent. She's an English girl. Now, she had done it over in England. They kind of hoodwinked us a little, making us look like this is the first time they saw this phenom. And she had done it before. So she walks out and she's very humble and says, well, yeah. And then she belts out this song. We got to find it. It's on YouTube. It's America's Got Talent. It's a little young girl did Janis Joplin. If you can find that.
Did she win?
I don't know, man. But I'll tell you, Mark, She will blow you away the way she looks and the way she sounded. Oh, my God. She is a skinny, literally a skinny little English schoolgirl. Oh, yeah. Skinny little English schoolgirl. And I just never forgot that girl. She is really good. 303-713-8255. I'm sorry. Why is Joan still on? I'm not going to help her. She can go pick up her car. Now, let's see. Do they have anything else to say, Suzanne? Find out. See if they have anything else. And then because somebody was starting to get on there to say something. But anyway, Vi.
He does, Tom.
Oh, it's a he. Okay. Who is this?
Hello?
Yes. Oh, it's you. I thought there was someone else on.
No, he's lying. He totally lied.
What do you mean?
Saying that this is on air.
How did he lie?
Because he said that he had to find a module, and I'm going to have to pay extra for that. A computer.
Hey, listen.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, wait. She's saying the vehicle's not running. That is a little different.
Hold on. Is that what you're saying? It's not running right now?
No, he told us that I've been told 4 times that it's been fixed. Okay? Those people that told me it's fixed are no longer there. He called me the other day. Well, I called him because I hadn't heard from him.
I don't need to hear this. Here's what I want to know. I'm just going to ask you some questions, Joan. Seriously. I hope you understand, as much as we joke around, we do want to help you. Now, number one, I want to ask, if it's fixed, and they want $1,200, and they're not charging storage, will you pay it?
Yes.
Okay. Then why don't we just take him at their word, and then let us know?
Yes,
Please.
Suzanne is saying he said it's ready
He
to go.
said that vehicle is ready to go,
Joan,
Tom.
Please go there and see if it's ready and call us from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, please. Thank you, dear. And then we will take it from there. Look, if it's done, it's done. If it's not, it's not.
And if he hoodwinked us, that's not good.
Mary? What's going on, Mary?
Hi.
Hi, Mary.
Okay, I just contacted you because I leased a car from Davenport, Iowa, and drove it to Denver.
So are you talking about, when you say lease, you mean like a rental, like an Enterprise?
Yeah.
Okay. Who did you rent from?
Enterprise.
Okay, you rented from Enterprise, and what did you do?
I drove it to Denver, and then the next day it broke down.
Okay, Davenport to Denver. Are you moving here?
No, I lived there.
Oh, okay.
Before I moved to Iowa.
Okay, so now what? What happened?
So,
what went wrong?
I took it to the closest Enterprise where it broke down.
Yeah.
They told me not to drive it, and so they gave me a minivan, and I assumed that they would take care of it. And I assumed that it wasn't my fault because all I was doing was driving it.
Of course, you're usually not held responsible for anything like that unless you do something to it.
Yeah, what kind of failure was it?
They're saying that it had the wrong gas in it.
What does that mean, the wrong gas in it? Because it would have to be the wrong gas. We're not talking octane. So what do they mean? What kind of gas was it supposed to have?
They didn't tell me. They just said it broke down because it had improper fuel.
No. Listen, there are cars, for example, that run on regular, premium, whatever, but that will not make a car break. Guys,
diesel
no,
would.
Of course it would.
And if
it was diesel and you put in regular, or it was regular and you put in diesel, do you know what you had? What kind of car did you drive to Denver?
It was a 2019 Hyundai Tucson SUV.
That's going to be gas. Did you happen to fill up at a King Soopers, just out of curiosity?
No.
Could it be E85? Now, that would be 80.
No.
Well, E85 is really the only other fuel that would cause a problem.
And it's cheap.
What is E85? 85% ethanol?
Exactly.
Was it E85?
Yes, that's what I used. But when I leased the car, they did not tell me what kind of gas.
Right. You put the wrong gas in. I'm sorry. They don't have to tell you. You put way the wrong gas in, and that is your problem.
Guys, what would that do to a car, though?
It would ruin the engine, wouldn't it? Or no, not totally, right?
Long term, I think so.
Yeah, more long term.
But for this trip, what would it have done?
It might be running way too lean.
What are they coming after you for? The entire vehicle? What?
Well, I don't know. I asked them how much the damage was, and they said it's pending, so I don't know.
It could have damaged the fuel pump.
Seriously, Mary, listen carefully, okay? I mean this. I'm just trying to help you. And if you were my sister, here's what I'd tell you. You're not going to get anywhere with that argument that they didn't tell me what gas to put in it. No one does. Do you have an owner's manual in there? You have a car. E85 very clearly on the pumps tell you only use this in specially whatever it is. Mary, did you use E85 every single time because it was the cheapest?
Well, yes.
Okay. Thanks for your honesty.
How do you think insurance works in that case? Because is there any coverage for that?
I do not think her insurance. See, if her insurance would extend for coverages, normal coverage.
I know.
But I don't think, for example, so now let's back it up for normal coverage. So now let's say, erase the fact that it's a rental car. She's driving her car, and she puts E85
They won't
in.
cover it.
No.
And I'm not sure the rental company insurance covers neglect.
No, they're coming after her directly. And Mary, I hate telling you this, Mary, but I have to be honest with you. I see no scenario where you are held blameless, and you can't tell them, well, they didn't tell me what car, they didn't tell me not to use this. I mean, they didn't tell you not to use diesel either. You got a problem.
Hi, Pat Woodard here once again.
Oh, no, you can't help it. I mean, it's a Hyundai, though, so we're good.
Maybe.
Warranty. See, Mark's got it.
Hyundai.
Hey, speaking of
I
that,
know
how
that's
come
your
these
car,
guys
so.
haven't picked up my car yet?
Hyundai.
Oh, she told me
I'm a little pissed.
E85.
Would they come pick your car up and do oil changes?
They do
It's
everything.
the worst stuff. It's the worst stuff.
Dude,
you know what it's good for?
For the first 36,000 miles, wiper blades, air
Getting
filters,
cars past
brake
emissions.
pads, alignments, oil changes.
Just put in 5 gallons in an empty tank, go run the emissions real quick, and then put gas
All that
back
stuff.
in.
You just keep it 36 and then go buy another one.
And when they drop
no
it off, they'll
hydrocarbon.
leave me another Genesis.
It's not a carbon
So
fuel.
when they pick it up, they'll leave me
Something else to drive.
equal to my car, although it's never been equal, but it's a Genesis.
What do they do with cars that do all E85? Do they have a different?
There's different fuel pumps. There's different everything.
No. But coating as far as when they take
The emissions, no. They have the same standard, but they're going to run much cleaner if you have E85 in it. Yeah.
That's good to know.
Boy, she
definitely
fucking
different.
screwed the pooch. She's got no insurance. They're going to go after her big
Yeah,
time.
but they
I
should
bet
be
the
able
fuel
to clean
pump-
that out and get it
No,
running.
it could have damaged the fuel pump.
Yeah, service, please.
Yeah, but she says it's running. Well, you know
No,
why
it
she
broke
dropped it off
down.
and stopped running,
Yeah.
so
Right,
something had to
that's
fail.
what. Right.
Something
I
had to
bet the
fail.
fuel pump took a crack.
Oh, really? You think the fuel pump?
It makes sense.
Hey, my car was supposed to be picked up and then done and back to me by 2 o'clock, man. I've had this appointment scheduled for a while, and no one's here yet. My name's Mark Major.
How do I find
It's got to be more
somebody?
expensive.
More expensive for what?
The whole E85.
MAGER.
It's got to be more expensive than a regular car. Right?
Not necessarily.
No, you can change a regular car to 85. You go in and you change the fuel pump, some seals,
Right.
some
Okay,
lines.
so that fuel pump's got to be more money.
Yeah, it was like alignment.
It's
oil
just different,
filter.
and there may be different components because I know.
I thought they
You know
were
what I
picking
don't
it up
like?
around 8, 9 a.m.
I'm reading reviews on people. What I don't like is this. Everybody who had work done, this happens to be fiberglass place. Great reviews, great reviews. He did a great job. This was massive damage. I couldn't
Okay,
believe how beautiful it
what
was.
address is he going to?
The average is brought down by one guy who does a 1-star. Now here's what it is.
Yeah, figure
I
it
wouldn't
out,
go.
because
I
last
wouldn't
time
go there.
you
When I
guys
went
were
there, they
around
were
to
busy and they didn't take.
And,
When they looked at my
I
part,
went
they
down
didn't know if it was gel coat or this or that. Matt, no experience with the actual work. They're just pissed off because they went there and didn't get immediate whatever.
Yeah.
You should have to have had an interaction with them.
Yeah.
That's unfair. It's like somebody pulling in, they don't like that you're on the phone or something, they go out and hammer off
My
the
negative review is we called and they weren't much help to us.
Exactly.
One
That's
star.
bullshit.
I got one
weren't
that
much help.
That's bullshit.
the last one I got, she complained because she thought somebody was rude to her
They
grandson.
agreed to a price, and then
It wasn't
they
even
later
her.
on-
She left a review.
My uncle told me that was too much.
My favorite was we were out of bottled water.
I can do my brakes for half that. These guys are way overpriced.
I know.
Well, then do it.
But they never used them. Or they said I needed this and I didn't. Well, they would have maybe. But did you actually have it analyzed?
Right.
No. He said they told me on the phone I might need this and I didn't.
And the car's still running. They're crazy.
Here's the other one. Nick Yutzy, he talks too much.
We're taking that complaint down. That's false.
I couldn't get an estimate. You talk too much.
Nick, what's wrong with you talking so much?
Where are you guys headed? I see your girlfriend's here.
We're doing a concert today.
Who is it?
Josh Turner.
Where are they?
Wait, who's
The
Josh?
Rose something.
Josh Turner.
He's a country singer.
The Rose down off 25?
Yeah.
That's a big joint, isn't it? For like a
Oh, the
isn't it a
Grizzly
bar?
Rose. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Never been
It's a huge
I've
bar,
never
big
been
dance
I
floor.
saw Charlie
Yeah.
Daniels, I think, at the Grizzly.
Yeah.
And I saw, hold on, I think I saw Blake Shelton there.
I've seen it
Oh,
off
wow.
the highway. I've never
Years ago.
That's where the FBI
Julie
guys
loves
back
country,
where picked up the
and my
first
aunt
shot.
bought the tickets, so we said we'd go,
Oh,
but she couldn't go.
actually,
So
I didn't know that.
like, damn, we got a room up here. We're spending the night. We're good.
I'm sorry?
Who else did I see? I've seen a number of acts there.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I've
Are
never
they
been
coming
there.
over to Eyeglass?
It's my
fun.
first time.
It's a big
It's
dancing
fun.
place, really.
It's a big dance
It's a
floor.
giant room.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't bring my boots. No, just kidding.
Oh, yes, you're right. You should have. Absolutely.
During the concert, the ones I've been to, everybody's just standing. They don't use. They have tables as you can, but you need to stand because everybody starts standing and
Can't see nothing
and they're
over.
right up, and there's no assigned seating. It's just a club.
Yeah, we saw the concert starts at 8:30, so we were going to come up early today.
Yeah, do that.
And then she called us
If you
and
go
said,
there
hey,
and have dinner or something, you'll be there.
did you
Get
guys,
position.
yeah. Do you guys want to come do the show? I'm like, absolutely, that'd be great. If we came up, then we'd be in Denver already. We're already there. Worked out
That's
great.
cool.
Have you guys seen the new Indians, any of you? Are they cool? That Polaris owns now?
Wait, an Indian motorcycle?
Yeah, they bought Indian.
Did they make it look like an Indian?
I don't know. I've never seen
It's
one.
it looks like a cross between a Polaris and an Indian.
How
You know
much
what
are
the-
they?
But I never
the
saw a
big Victory
Polaris bike.
motorcycles look like? That's, you're getting a cross between the two. We've got one right by the shop.
Is it pretty?
They're nice. They're nice. They're bikes.
Where do they come in price?
I haven't looked at the price.
Is it called an Indian motorcycle?
Yeah, they bought the IP.
name.
Very cool.
Smart, wasn't
But
it?
this is like the third time that Indian's been purchased.
Yeah, I know.
They're having a heck of a
Remember
time.
when Harley went
and
through that?
Victory, is it Victory or Victory?
Victory.
Victory made a fucking. They made a lot of enemies when they stopped making parts for those bikes, man.
There are going to be a lot of people selling
Is that
them.
the Indian?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
And that's a beautiful motorcycle, those Victories.
Yeah, they're like big old Hondas. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Isn't the Victory
That almost
like
looks like a
Harley
V-Rod.
Yeah.
Is it a V?
Or a Honda ripoff.
The Indian is.
That's
They're
a Harley.
making this to be a V10. Yeah,
No,
this is.
It's not necessarily
Is
a
that the
ripoff,
Victory?
though. It's a nice bike.
Yeah,
That's-
that's Scout.
Wasn't Harley an Indian
Is that
ripoff?
the Indian or the
to begin
or
with?
the Victory?
That's
Harley
the
and
Indian.
Indian were in business at the
That's
same
the
time.
Indian. Yeah.
Back in 1903. when
Yeah,
it
it's
all
too many
started.
cars.
I ended up telling my Indian about 30 years ago.
A real one?
Almost ran me off the
A
road.
real
I'm like,
Indian?
yeah.
What year?
It was a 92.
I got a motor
That's
pecan.
a funky looking thing.
That
right
is
there.
weird
That's-
looking, isn't it?
Was that a
It's got two pedals.
The original Indian company? Or
How fast you going? 60?
My motor pecan 30.
When did the original Indian
That was my
company-
first bike was literally
You
a
should
motor
take that to
pecan.
your Vegas spot.
What's that?
Can, it's
Oh
got a
yeah, I'll
third
blow up the hogs and heifers on my motor pecan.
Was Indian a really popular motorcycle?
Oh, the Cruiser. That's
Yeah,
a good
Harley
bike.
I'd
and
get the
Indian were
shit beat
really
out
well
of me.
back in the 50s, 60s, 30s.
Hey, which one's yours?
Rivals?
Yeah.
That yellow one with
Indian made
pedals?
the fastest bike first when they were doing oval track
Smart.
races.
That looks
Indian was
retro, doesn't it?
Quick bikes.
Yeah.
But they just didn't get the
hey,
backing where
did
Harley
the
did.
outrun?
Harley went to AMC and bought out from them.
All right, I'll be right
That's
back.
what kept Harley going for about 5 years. Then Harley bought it back. That's when Indy went down.
Harley's just shooting themselves in the foot every,
They're screwing themselves now with all this overseas stuff and everything they're doing there.
The Chinese stuff, electric this and that, they can't. They lost sight of what their audience was.
Your automotive dealers are doing the same thing.
Japanese bikes?
No, Harley. They were going after the millennial buyer with the electric bikes and all the other stuff.
Cockpit, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Why not?
Shoot, I can't get a Chevy part built in America anymore.
Yeah.
It's either Mexico or Taiwan.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter.
Welcome to the only show anywhere of its kind. If you're looking for help for pain, real CBD, thatworks.com. It's Panacea Life Sciences, the only one I trust to give you true pharmaceutical dosing, and you can take it to the bank. What they say is they have 35 milligrams is 35, 75 is 75. Now, you can order it. Real CBD thatworks.com. Let's talk to Vi, who had the wrong furnace installed. Today is car day. You'll be hearing from our experts. And then we'll go back to a very unfortunate situation where a guy put money down on a car and the bank, he got a loan. Now, we still don't know. How do you get a loan on a car and they pay the dealer without having the title? I don't know that at all. That's weird. So what's going on with you, Vi?
This isn't about a car.
Right. That's okay.
I had a new furnace installed less than a year ago.
Okay.
And it was more than twice the size what my house needed, and I was not aware of that at the time.
Well, having an oversized furnace is not as bad as having an undersized, but it can wear it out because it cycles so quickly. How big was it? You say twice the size?
Yes, my home is 1,100 square feet, and they gave me a furnace of 100K, which means my cool air ducts do not have the proper airflow for that big of a furnace.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of problems you could have with that. So what happened then?
Well, I called the person that installed it, and they said they had nothing to do with it anymore.
What does that mean? What does that mean they don't have anything to do with it? Did they sell, or what? What do they mean?
Well, they wouldn't replace it because under the warranty, I had to have someone else come out because I have no heat. And the other person said that there's something inside the furnace, and I fully do not understand, that the furnace overheats because the cool air isn't enough. And
it doesn't have enough cool air return. I'm wondering if we can make it work. I want to get one of our experts on to talk about this because there might be a way you can make that work, but I need to know what ended up happening. Please don't tell me you had someone else put in another furnace because they could be lying to you too.
No, I can't afford another furnace.
So right now, did they ever get the old furnace working?
No.
Okay, so right now you have a 100,000 BTU, right?
Yes.
And it's not working right now?
That's right.
Okay. Hold on. I want to get one of my experts on to see if we can get somebody over there to help you. Where are you located? Don't give me your exact address, just an area.
Okay. Southeast Denver.
Okay. Hold on a second. Mark wants to talk about diminished value. It's a topic we hear about a lot. That's when you get into an accident and your car, even if repaired, will never be the same because it has diminished value. What's going on, Mark?
Well, on January 2nd, I was involved in an accident with an RTD bus.
All right.
And the bus won.
Uh-oh. Whose fault was it?
It was his fault. He got the citation. And my question is, the car is
did they get your car fixed?
It's in the process of being. I think it's going to paint this week.
Okay, so when you put that claim in, did you have trouble?
No, I haven't had any trouble with my insurance. My insurance is handling everything right now.
So you're doing it through your collision coverage.
Correct.
All right.
My question is, when I have a problem driving a car that's been hit, so I'm thinking about selling the car when I get it, and I'm probably going to have some diminished value.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 2010 Ford Explorer. It's got just rolled 89,000 miles, and I had just put tires on it.
So listen, why did you choose to go through your insurance without them paying? Are you going to let your insurance go after them?
Correct.
Okay. And by the way, that's the least hassle to do that because they'll take the headache of going after RTD if they want to. And you will have diminished value most likely. With a major accident, a car is not worth the same. Here's the thing. Diminished value, you agree not to take from your own insurance if you ever have a collision claim, so you can't go after them. And in some states, not Colorado, but in some states, diminished value claims are outlawed. Not in Colorado, they're not. So you would go after RTD, and that's going to be a major problem. Okay, you got two problems. One, RTD is a municipality, which means they're immune from all kinds of stuff unless they're given proper notice. There's a whole series of events you have to do to sue them. They're never going to volunteer the money. So you do have to sue them, and you don't get attorney's fees. So it's going to almost be worthless. When you go after them, you have to prove that. Now, your first one is the hassle and the expense. The second one is proving diminished value. So you have to truly prove it, meaning you have an actual buy offer for your car, the best you can get. And then you have other cars of similar vintage and what they sell for, or you have a professional appraiser tell you what it would cost if it wasn't, or what it would be valued at if it wasn't damaged. Are you following me so far, Mark? Because it's almost not pursuing is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear it.
If it was another party, listen to this, a regular person that had hit you, and even if your insurance took care of the collision, if you went after that person, you could probably do it in small claims court.
Well, that was my next question. I was wondering if I could take them to small claims court, but it sounds like no.
I don't think you can take a municipality like RTD to small claims court.
I doubt it.
No.
That's one I haven't tried, though.
And also, remember, there's special rules for suing.
You got to notify them within so many days you are going to sue them. There's all kinds of hoops.
Yeah, you can find that out easy enough by Googling them. You can really do, you can. But whether you can go to small claims court, you know what? That might be something. I don't know the answer to that. If anyone does know, give us a call or look it up, Dan or Mark, if you can. Small claims. Is it allowed against a municipality? Let's talk to George Donaldson. He's the owner of Fix It 24/7, one of our experts. They do plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. And we had a very quick question. I think it's a good question, George. Vi had a furnace installed, put in, and she's got a 1,100 square foot house. She's got a 100,000 BTU furnace. I don't know if you know this off the top of your head, but she's claiming it was twice as big as she needs. Does that ring a bell with you? And you guys did not do the job. I'm just curious about this. I'm using you as an expert. So.
Yeah, I mean, just off. 100,000 BTU for 1,100 does sound too big. Was a permit pulled on this?
Let's find out. But here's my next question. Will having a furnace too large ruin the furnace? I know if it's too small, it works so all the time. If it's too big, it cycles a lot, right?
Yeah, well, so it depends if she has air conditioning. So air conditioning will also be a problem with sizing. So yeah, but it does cause problems if it's not sized right. Absolutely. If it's too small, it'll run to way too much and charge you way too much in utility costs. If it's too big, especially with air conditioning, it'll cycle and go on and off, which causes a lot of damage to.
And if you don't have enough airflow, they told her. Let's now ask her. First and foremost, Vi, do you have air conditioning with this?
No, I do not.
Okay. A next question, Vi. You said. The guy that came in to analyze it said you did not have enough airflow in your ductwork, right?
For that large of a furnace, yes.
And therefore, it was backing up, did he say?
Something inside the furnace heats up, and then it just shuts the furnace down.
Do you know what he's talking about, George?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So limit switch.
The limit switch, because it's not expelling the hot air quick enough, and also it does not have enough fresh air intake.
Right.
Right. So
I guess the question I had was this, George. The question I had was this: can a large furnace be made to work in a smaller space? Now that she already went through that, can she get it to work?
No, because you have to change. I mean, if you change all the ducting throughout your walls and everything, which you can't do. So no.
Hey, Vi, is this in a furnace? Excuse me, in a basement?
Yes.
An unfinished or finished?
Unfinished mostly.
Do you have heat ducts in your unfinished basement?
Yes.
Okay.
Will the company not come out and make it right?
No, they won't. I don't think they will, Vi. Vi, who's the company that put it in?
The company that put it in is One Source, and at the time they had a business here in Denver. They have now moved to Colorado Springs.
One Source. Have you heard of them, George?
Yeah, so One Source is a company in Colorado Springs who tried to expand to Denver, didn't work out, sold their customer list to another guy who's also in Colorado Springs. I actually even have had discussions about it with that guy, so I know a lot about it. So, yeah, that company is still in business, though, and she can still hold their feet to the fire because they are in Colorado Springs and they are still in business.
I wonder if they had. I wonder, did they have a separate corporation up here, though? I don't know. I mean, Vi.
Yes.
How much did you pay for that system?
Close to $5,000.
Let's call them. If they're in the Springs and it's the owner, let's give this guy a call.
Yeah, hold on. Let's try to get a hold of him. George, we appreciate the information. Do you know the owner by any chance?
I don't know him personally, but hold on, I can tell you who he is.
If you have his contact information, if you could give it to Suze, that would be great. Now, by the way, Fix It 24/7, our experts, of course, and they're at fixmyhome.com.
How much? It's just a light switch. What's he doing?
No, you got to change the furnace.
It's oversized. It's twice as big, so it'll never work.
Why would they do that? The only reason I know that is because the guy that is renting the property next to us that we're looking at taking some space rents
But
to
the
them.
airflow is still going to be way under because it still has a higher volume of airflow.
But if it's not running only half the burner,
see that right here.
I don't know if you can set it to always do that.
So we're here.
coming up, the guys that teach us here. Right?
We'll come down one block, there's like 6 shops right there. Mountain View.
What do I have from
20% to 100?
So that's what I'm saying. If you had it and it would just run 20%.
I don't know if you can tell it to do that. Maybe.
But it might not be a stage first. Yours is a high-end furnace, I assume.
Man, do we have a lot of Denver shops.
Theirs was 5.
Wow.
They had a lot of.
See, I don't mind shops. You know,
remember how they
competition's good.
The 3 you see right there, I go help them.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay, I'm gonna give this to you. Those are 2 guys you should call in the Springs and get them up here. This is where I tell you again about DenverTrialLawyers.com. I don't want to make light of catastrophic injuries. When people have these injuries, it really is a problem. They don't know where to turn. You know, they just recently got a $5 million verdict against the Adams County School District for sexual assault. And here's what I want to say. For those injuries you don't know where to go, those catastrophic injuries, you know, like, wow, like a big plane accident. Oh, what about a doctor, a hospital, a therapist, assisted living? DenverTrialLawyers.com.
You want one more?
Thank you.
Second? Okay. Send in there.
He's coming on.
Thank you. Oh, Storm Guard? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sending this to you anyhow. So.
Okay, there you go. Well, there you go. Hand that in. I just thought I'd bring you some good folks that I work with.
He liked you.
So, yeah,
Brad.
Oh, well, that tells us something.
Yeah, he's worth keeping around.
Thanks, Jesse.
Absolutely.
But it is twice the size.
Some leads for referral list in the Springs. We need people in the Springs.
I looked it up. It is twice as high that it should be for 1,100 square feet. At least twice.
I wonder why they did it that way.
Did you look up
I looked at the
if it was running in one stage?
Well, see, we don't know what kind of furnace she had.
Oh.
And what Mark said is probably right for $5,000. It's probably not the multi-stage like he has. It's probably just on or off.
Never be as good as
The one thing I'll say about mine's 98% plus efficient, multi-stage. The one thing I will say is, man, you go through filters like you can't fucking believe.
Really?
I do filters every 2 months at the longest.
So what do they do? They just get full of dirt or what?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah they do. And then because they're so high, whatever, man. Yeah, and the filter's really fucking small. It's like 25 by 16 by 1. I don't know why they don't do a bigger filter.
You could put one of those metal filters in, what do you call those, that you just clean them off. Electrostatic. Wouldn't you put electrostatic?
I don't know. I don't know how those work. Do you have one?
No.
I know this, man. These companies,
there if you want it.
These companies want like $1,000 for them. What is it called? How do you spell it?
Electrostatic.
I got it. I can spell it. I can guess that good enough for Google to correct. I was telling them it hogs and heifers, you wouldn't throw your bra out there.
Oh, no, you said you did.
Oh, I said you did. Wasn't that place something else?
Was it? Would you ever go back there? I mean, was it entertaining?
I mean, it's just a bar.
I mean, did you
if they have good enough beer, I'll go back.
Did you see people do it?
I think one girl threw her bra up, didn't they?
I mean, you don't see anything, Dan. It's like, you know.
Oh, really?
Like, oh,
no, the bouncer said you're supposed to. He came in and told the bartender,
Mark, we saw
don't let them do that anymore, or something like that.
We saw no naked boobs in that bar.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can always count on them to be there when someone like that.
But someone did throw their bra up there. And then the bouncer got mad because she was supposed to get on the bar, flash everybody, then you can throw your bra.
Hey, you want me to call one source?
I did. He won't be until 2. Can you follow up? If I email you the info, I'll email it to you.
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Today is car day. Okay, so we need to get some help for Vi. I'm going to put that on our follow-up list. Try to get a hold of the guy in the Springs, see what's going on.
He's not available till 2, so Dan's going to follow up today.
We'll get him.
I'll put Deputy Dan down as the one who's taking care of that. Vi, we hope we can get you some help on that. Suzanne, what happened with Fusion Motorsports?
So it's 2 things, Tom.
I want to mention to people listening what it is. The guy buys a car and he says he paid for it in full. Like $11,500 in a loan, and he put down a couple grand, and all of a sudden they disappear. He says they're closed, they're gone. He can't get his car, and he paid in full. What's going on?
So the first thing is what Devin didn't get to tell you. There's a whole nother problem. When he went there to buy that vehicle, Tom, it's because he had totaled his own vehicle, and Lance, the owner, gave him a loaner vehicle to use until the car he purchased was available. So this guy has the loaner vehicle and has no idea what to do with it. It's a dealer car.
Oh, my goodness.
And then the second thing is, Tom, Lance apparently spent 5 years in the pokey for dealing drugs out of a strip joint.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Dealing drugs out of a strip joint. Oh, my God.
They seem to go hand in hand.
Yeah. So, oh, no, man, I don't know what to do. Is he closed, though? Did we have any deputies drive by?
I said, how do you even know this dealer vehicle's insured, Devin? He stopped driving it. He said he was pulled over in it for a taillight being out, and it ran fine. It's not reported stolen, but it's just sitting at his house. He's driving a family member's car. He doesn't know what to do with that dealer car, Tom.
Goodness. He needs to do a VIN search on it. And the one that he has, the lender's got to be upset. He needs to talk to the lender. We're going to put this down as a follow. Did anyone confirm that this place, Fusion Motorsports...
They are definitely shut down. I had a deputy go by there today.
Okay. We did have a deputy go by. Man, is this scary. It is. It's very scary. I still don't understand the bank part of it. We need to give to somebody to work on this, and when we do, we need to talk to the bank and find out if they truly did disperse funds. So, 303-713-TALK. If anyone knows about Fusion or the guy, and his name is Migliazzo. Yeah, Migliazio.
It sounds like
Lance.
he's in the can, though.
Right now, you think?
Yeah, I think
No,
that's
he was
what's-
arrested. No, he was arrested before. He has a record.
Oh.
Devin, help us out here to help you. Call your bank and ask them about it. I would do a VIN search on that because I don't think they have a lien on it.
Whose name is on the dealer's license? Because he would.
We don't know that
Well,
either.
he would have trouble getting one.
You're right.
Oh, maybe there is a bond out there.
You're right. Okay, get Devin back on. We have a lot to tell him. Okay, bond. What else? License and what else did we have to tell him? There was something else. He needs to talk to the lender. So we got a few things to tell Devin that can help him. Jan, hi, Jan. What is happening? How do we help you?
Okay, Tom. Thank you so much for taking my call. And talking to you makes me so nervous because I have so much respect for you and your crew.
Well, I appreciate you calling us. We'll try to make it really easy for you. What is the problem?
Well, I believe that I have a small claims case.
Okay.
And this is it in a nutshell. On February 14th of 2018, I purchased some glasses from the Diminished Center of Greeley.
What is the name of the place of Greeley?
Vision Clinic of Greeley.
Gotcha. Vision Clinic of Greeley. Okay, what went wrong with it?
Well, this is the second time I have gotten glasses with them.
Yeah.
And I went all out. I got the nicest lenses, Michael Kors.
Uh-oh.
I put all the fancy schmancy stuff on them. I loved them.
Okay.
Well, then I started tearing. I was a truck driver at the time. I started tearing up tires. I got a ticket for weaving.
Hey, Jan. Jan, how much were those glasses?
Oh, I don't know. I think I spent about 300 and something.
Okay, when you said the best of them, when you tried them on and wore them, did they feel good? Could you see pretty clearly?
Yes, and I could see perfectly.
Okay, then why were you getting these tickets for weaving? Were you hitting a sauce, if you know what I mean?
That's what they all thought. I don't know how many breathalyzers I've done.
Okay.
It was the stigmatism.
Oh.
They did not account for my stigmatism.
Did your previous glasses account for them?
Yes. And the way that I found out was on January 3rd, I was cleaning my room and I found the old glasses.
Okay, and when you put them on, could you see better?
And it was like, oh my gosh.
How would you prove?
Open up to me.
How would you prove they didn't fill the subscription you had, though?
The prescription.
Their prescription you had.
Here's why.
Because
she has the old ones and she has the new ones. The old ones are better. I don't know.
And I have. So I immediately went back to them.
Wait. Mark brings up a point. Do you have the prescription you brought to them?
Yeah.
Did you bring it to them or did they eye test you?
They eye tested me.
Do you have their prescription?
Yes.
That's easy now.
And does it have astigmatism or not on it?
It is not written on here anywhere about the astigmatism.
If you brought that to an eye doctor, that prescription, would they say, Jan, this is wrong?
I don't know.
Well, you need that. In other words, what's to prevent them from saying that prescription is fine and you saying no, it isn't?
Oh, so I need to take it to a doctor.
Here's what I would do to be true. I would go and get an exam. And how long ago was it? A year?
Said
2 years. See, your eyes can change anyway. This is a problem, Jan, because you waited. Your eyes.
But astigmatism isn't going to go away.
You're right. So astigmatism, if it shows up in the new one, are they like things that don't just develop, right?
Yes. They usually have them for life.
Okay, so they can't say you just got it, the stigmatism. Okay, so
no.
What you do,
did they
Jan,
refuse to fix them?
Yeah, well, that's a good question, too. Are they refusing to help you?
I have not even talked to them.
Okay, well, here's what we do. Let me give you the action steps first.
Okay.
I would say the very first thing is, hey, I would get an eye exam from someone else first.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say, is this right? A lot of doctors don't want to do that. I would just say, I need an eye exam for a prescription. And then don't buy the glasses, but get the prescription.
Okay.
Then compare the prescriptions.
Okay.
If it shows astigmatism,
okay.
If it doesn't, you should ask why. But if it does, then you call up the previous one and say, I paid for these glasses in 2018 and never could see properly. When I put on my old glasses, they work great. Therefore, I went and got an exam, and it shows astigmatism, and yours doesn't. I believe I'm entitled to a refund or a new set of glasses. That's the way I would handle it. Then call us back. I think it's only fair that you give them a chance to correct it. 303-713-8255. It's car day. Aaron wants to talk about trading in a car. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yes. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Aaron.
I've got a 2014 Honda Civic with a couple of fender dents. Is it worth getting those fixed before I trade it in?
Guys, what do you think? It's psychological more than anything, Aaron.
Definitely makes it help a sell. Get rid of the dents. Yeah.
Are they paintless? Is the paint damaged in these dents?
Yes.
Okay. So it helps. You think when a wholesale, yeah, it does. Because psychologically, they're going to deduct more than it'll probably cost you to fix it.
On a trade-in, for sure.
How many miles on it?
30,000.
What kind of car is it?
It's a Honda Civic.
Sell it through Blinker or something.
Yeah.
Why are you trading it in?
Yeah, right. That's what I would do. That's a very desirable car. I'd get it fixed and sell it at Blinker.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And Colorado Auto Body's a great body shop. 303-713-TALK.
I think that lady with astigmatism saying that her old glasses was filled by the same place. They should have known.
They should have that.
Yeah, but you got to get a prescription every year.
Yeah, because she said that's the second time she's used it. So I'm wondering if that's what
So they
she's
have
trying
the
to say.
exam on file for the first one.
Yeah, I did not think so.
I thought she said she was seeing great.
Until she started running into shit, then she figured, in her truck or semi.
That bottle of vodka.
Being cautious. Once you get north of there, you should be in better shape traveling into downtown. No delays there. Westbound I-70 and westbound I-270 both remain slow in their usual spots. The weather forecast could be a slight chance of showers, very windy this afternoon with a high near 52.
Anybody see that Bernie Sanders aide talking?
Yeah.
What is that? God, he's a mean little bastard.
What happened? He was just if Trump wins, we're going to burn the fucking cities down.
Oh, they arrested
And then he goes,
his aide,
Every score change during Super
Do
Bowl
I have one
54
too?
will pay
Joe
out
Lazara, isn't that on here?
Plus
Really?
2 grand prize winners will win. Already did one, and he's got a router right now.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have one.
Got a second DUI.
All right, Master Rooter, I talk about them all the time. You want to save money and get a great plumber to your house? And listen, the discounts they offer are insane. And if you ever happen to need an entire sewer line replacement, these guys can save you up to 50%. They're great plumbers with great pricing, 24/7 emergency service. Write this number down. Put it on your fridge. You're going to need a plumber at some point. 720-434-3406. 720-434-3406 or check them out at referrallist.com.
Yeah, and then he turns around and says, we're going to have to put Trump supporters in re-education camps.
Hey,
Yeah, I heard re-education.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
He's an aide for Bernie Sanders.
Oh, Bernie Sanders, gotcha.
He claims to be an aide. I don't know if that was ever
You mean
substantiated.
like down through the big gate? How big's the truck? How big's the truck? Let me talk to him.
That's crazy. Well, it's coming to that voting time. Same reason why the impeachment's going on, right? Let's get rid of Trump any way we can.
You heard what's going on in Virginia, right? They're trying to take the guns away. And I heard there's a bunch of militias heading up there right now that are...
No, not so much militias. The sheriffs themselves are saying they're not going to enforce it in their counties.
Yeah, but he's already called the national...
he can call whoever he wants. It ain't going to matter.
Yeah, come try to take mine away.
Yeah.
We'll see how that ends.
It's an
A lot of
overreach.
them are saying that. They're getting nervous.
But that's what Bloomberg's all about. Bloomberg backed that whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, the gun takeaway?
Yeah.
They just arrested that guy.
One Saturday morning in 1999,
The guy you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah. DUI, drug paraphernalia, several different things, yeah.
He said,
And he says his camp still, when they try out the drones on it, they just say,
They run.
no comment.
Yep.
it was decision time.
We never said he was a part of us.
They call him a field superintendent.
That's why I created
What?
Yeah.
so entrepreneurs can run their
So he
business
probably
business,
ran the people
which is
in
more
Iowa
time for
and
their
stuff before
families.
he's arrested.
Go to Patriot
Yeah, Iowa. That's
Just
what it
promo
was.
code radio and get 2 months of
Well, that's the biggest problem with the news, though, is they run these people like they're some sort of experts or that it's all true. And then over the next week, they'll start finding out all the shit that was not true.
You know, when I was younger, there used to be some kind of like law that protected people from that,
Yeah.
and the news couldn't falsely report that. Now they find
Well, there is, but not if you're a public.
everything.
Not if you're public, then. It's always been that. If you're a public figure, you don't have that same. Now they can't say it about you,
Yeah.
but they can say it about Trump.
Well, you heard that guy, that kid from whatever he settled.
Yeah. With the
They can't say how much.
yeah.
Yeah, from CNN, he sued CNN, but he's suing a bunch more people. too.
Yeah, and he should.
I did hear something about that.
What was it? What was it?
What did you sue him for? Defamation of character?
Yeah. They didn't tell the whole story, and they
Yeah, the fact that he was just standing there, I mean, minding his own business, not that he went up to the Native American guy. Native American guy came to him.
And then that guy ended up being a class ass.
Yep.
Wow.
You know that mortgage rates have plummeted to a 3-year low.
And it was the black Israelis that caused it all.
Home values have gone up roughly 50%.
Well, that's what Washington is. If you go there, around the monuments and everything else, there's just one protest after another.
Oh, is it?
They're everywhere out there, yeah.
So you can kind of join in whatever protest.
Yeah, just go from one to the other.
Depends on what they're serving for lunch.
There you go.
They all got,
Today I'm
they all got
going
microphones. They all got, you know, it's crazy.
And I'm sure they're all paid.
Everybody needs a cause.
Settlement, lender, and recording fees.
Man.
Maybe you just want to lock in a lower rate or refinance out of paying.
Is it worth going there and stuff? I mean, it is like
No, it's pretty cool. It is.
You just got to go at night when they're not out there. No, wait, you're not supposed to step outside
No,
your
but
house
there's
at
so
night.
much room out there. It's not like it's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Call us at 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Were you in on that call about the state parks charging for photography?
Yeah, I was here for it and stuff, right. So it is
Did you guys ever get an answer? Okay, so it is, because I heard it. I heard you guys talking about it, and I was like, you know what, I heard the same
But
thing.
not for private people. It's more if you're doing it for a.
But still, how can it, a wedding photo or a class reunion or something?
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. 731.
Oh, 713-8255, I mean. Oh, my mic broke, Shannon. This sucks. Okay, so I got to actually hold it, which really, really rots. Okay. Kevin is the owner of a car wash and has a question. Now, Ashley did not hold, but it's a very important question. I hope she calls back. Hey, Kevin, what's going on with you, Kevin?
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, sir. How
What's going on? I'm doing good. What can I do for you?
Good. I enjoy your show. Hey, I own a car wash down in the Springs, and about a year ago, maybe a little longer, I had a gentleman had some damage to his car.
Yeah.
And my attendant had called me and talked to me about it, and I had told my attendant to give the gentleman my phone number. And
Yeah. So
like
what's the problem with it?
Well, he never contacted me, and he went straight to his insurance company.
Yeah.
Had his car fixed. Then the insurance company calls me and wants me to pay for it.
Yeah, well, what do you have against paying for it if it was caused by you? Or are you denying it was your problem?
Well, no. The machine malfunctions for some reason. A certain vehicle, it doesn't see the front of the car. But my thing is, I have a sign out there, and this is really the heart of my question. I have a sign out there that says that the car wash is only liable for up to $500 worth of damage.
Well, what if you said it's not liable at all? Or what if you said, if you get in an accident, you got to pay me 10 grand? I mean, you know, just because you have a sign doesn't make it right. Though you can't, let's put it this way. You cannot depend on that to get you out of it. Does it work? It can sometimes. You can make the argument, he knew coming in here I wasn't going to be responsible. But it doesn't get you away from negligence. I don't think. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm telling you what I've seen in the past. And I'm telling you, I think that's a weak argument that you can limit yourself to 500 because you had a sign up there.
Okay, well, but isn't it just like and I say on there that you, by purchasing a wash, you agree to these terms. And
yeah, no. It is worth. You didn't tell me that. You said there was a sign up there. Does your ticket say, by purchasing this ticket, you agree to these terms and then you have them sign it?
No. It just basically on the sign itself with the menu sign, it says that we're liable for only $500 in damage. Then down below it says, by purchasing a wash, you agree to these terms.
That could be something. It could be, I'm saying.
Okay.
And let's put it this way. It's better than not having that.
Right.
But
because
the best thing to do, really, and I tell people this all the time, the best thing to do is to have people sign something.
Yeah.
Really,
well,
you just give it to them at the place of purchase. Here, you're buying a car wash, you have to agree to this.
But
most people don't do that. No, most people don't do that because people would walk away from it.
Well, like I said, it's a self-serve car wash, so they're buying it at the auto cashier. So that's why I've got it posted.
It's self-serve, and there's no one there to take money?
Well, not to take some money. I've got someone there who's dumping the trash and kind of watching over things and stuff, but he's not taking money.
Let's get an attorney's opinion on this. I'd be interested. Suzanne, it doesn't much matter who we ask, one of our attorneys. Just one of our attorneys in general ask. We could ask David Salisbury, we could ask John Davis, we could ask John Fuller, we could ask Denver Trial. I mean, this is a general question on disclaimers. Hold on. Let's find out what they might think. And speaking of legal things, Jason wants to talk about prepaid legal services. Jason.
Yes, Tom. Good morning. Thanks.
What's happening?
Nothing is really happening. I just want to get your take on prepaid legal services.
Okay.
Are they worth it? Is it something that?
In my experience, I've not found them worth it. Now, let me just say this completely straightforward. Are there cases where people purchase them and use them? Yes. Are there cases where people purchase them and it saved them some money? Yes. But here's what I have found most cases to be. If you truly read the limitations, you are severely limited to what you can use. First of all, it's never a proactive service, ever. It's all for defense, okay?
Gotcha.
So if you want to go after a contractor or something like that, you're not going to. It's for defense. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Now, for advice, is it good? You can get advice. But normally a good attorney will give you advice free anyway if you consult them about an issue and you're thinking of hiring them. I have personally, here's who I found this to be good for. The people who are doing the multi-level selling. That's who I have found to mostly benefit from prepaid legal. There are people out there that have huge organizations under them, people selling to people who are selling to people who are selling to people. It all comes down to this. How much do they want? Is it month to month? And can you get out of it? You might want to try. But here's what happens. Even in those month-to-month cases, people pay for sometimes 2 or 3 years, find out it's not worth the damn, and end it. They don't get any money back. How much are they asking for it now? What does it go for nowadays?
I think roughly like $14 or $17 a month.
Yeah, that's very little money, isn't it? Very little money.
Relatively.
Yeah, I mean, $14, $17, but I would like to know exactly what you're getting for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I doubt they'd even write a letter for that.
I don't know if they would or not. If they let's just say they would write a letter for you. That might be worth it.
Hey, Tom, I had them, and I see they have the poorest lawyers. They're just lawyers that can't get any business. That's my
that's another thing.
direct.
I never even thought of that part of it. Not only do you get legal, but who do you get? You know, that's another thing to think about. But anyway, that's my take on it. I wanted to ask Mark Cranack a question. He's an attorney at law. Mark?
Hi, Tom.
If you go to a car wash and up on the sign it says, it's an automated self-service car wash where you sit in it, drive through, whatever. And let's say there's no question that it malfunctioned and it damaged a car. If you saw a sign and you buy a ticket, there's a sign up that says, by buying a car wash, you agree to these terms, whatever. One of the terms up there is we limit your damage, or your damages are limited, or whatever, to $500. Now, if they have their car damaged and they come after you for $2,500, how strong is that disclaimer up there? Only, not responsible for more than $500 in damage.
The answer is I'm not really sure, but
right.
I doubt that it's ultimately enforceable.
It's not really a contract, because first of all, you can't even make sure that they saw it. They could say I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's true. And you certainly didn't. It doesn't have all of the bells and whistles, like you said, of a contract, which requires certain things, offer, acceptance, consideration. I doubt it's enforceable.
How about if it's on the ticket? I mean, do you even get a ticket at these car washes?
But remember, sometimes those tickets are given to you after you purchase. If it's on a ticket and they hand it over, what if they did this, Mark? What if they said, here's the ticket, please see the terms and conditions on the back and sign there, and then they sell it to you? That would be a little different. That's kind of like a contract.
I mean, if you go to a baseball game and get whacked by a ball, I think you pretty much sign saying, although most of the times they do give you something, but they're not liable, right?
Like I said, it's an interesting issue, and I to be honest with you, I'm not sure what the answer is. I can't say for certain, but I could see arguments both ways.
Right, and Mark,
to your point,
Mark, I appreciate you, the honesty there, though. Mark Cranack, attorney at law, 303-999-3900 on our referral list, and what he's saying is pretty accurate. I mean, you really do have to go case by case, but Kevin, if they're demanding the money, why don't you just say this? Hey, I have a disclaimer. They agreed to $500. I'll pay $500. See what they say, Kevin.
Well, I mentioned that when they originally sent me State Farm originally sent me the information and said, hey, I sent them back saying, I have a sign that says this. And by purchasing a wash, they agree to this. And I think it's a weak argument when people say, I didn't see the sign. Well, that's the problem. They never read nothing.
Yeah, but that is not a weak argument. That's a very strong argument, Kevin, because really, a contract is definitely seen and read and signed because it says on it. But this is a sign. And what if a person does? Well, okay, what if a person's blind and they come in with their driver? No, they come in. No, hold on. They come in, or they're nearsighted. They're nearsighted, and they don't have their glasses on because they're not driving,
or they can't read.
That's already been argued. It's not the car wash's responsibility to provide them glasses.
Okay.
And it's the same argument when you put up
you cite that case for me. You cite that case for me. I'm going to give you $100. If you show me where a disclaimer on a sign was enforced because someone did not read it, because they did not have glasses, you do that for me. We're getting ridiculous now, okay? You did not have a contract with that person. You're telling me they agreed to it. All they have to say is, no, we didn't.
You can't just hang a sign.
See, if you say by purchasing you agree to this, there's nothing to prevent me from saying, just before I purchased it, I said, by the way, I don't agree to this. That's it. It's it. You see, they can say they changed it. Here's my sign. I wore this on my shoulder saying I don't agree to it. Right? Okay. Did you see their sign, Kevin? What I'm getting at is, you don't have a contract that you absolutely positively know. You don't know. I'm serious, Kevin. What if I have a sign on me that says, I don't agree to your disclaimer of $500? Who sees it?
Well, let me ask you this question. If you have a car wash and you got a sign up there that says no ski racks, okay, and they drive in and they have a ski rack and it damages your wash, how can, it's the same thing.
It is up in the air. It's not a foregone conclusion. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not a foregone conclusion. You'd have a good argument if you had where they drive in no ski racks or, caution, ski racks would cause damage to car and to car wash, whatever, and they're just about to drive in. That's a little different than having up on a sign that. I mean, you could have where people drive in. I mean, I don't know. People have signs that say, by entering this facility, you agree to be videotaped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people use these signs, but they're not flat out guarantees.
One's an equipment failure, though, and the other is an actual ski rack.
I got to take I really do. I'm way over time.
How much are we doing over?
You should use the rock sign. You always say about the rock.
What does the insurance company want? $1,200 bucks?
Yeah,
Are we doing over a couple
$200
$100 or
yeah.
is it like a huge bill? I don't know.
My favorite now is the parts store.
Because I need to. This thing has a problem with these certain cars. Why the hell are you taking these cars in? Fix your car wash. Shut it down. Do something. You know every one of these scores that come through is going to be a problem? Well, guess what? They're coming through.
But you know what? Truly it does.
You guys just company business owners or what the hell's going on?
Yeah. 470 and Pine Lane expect delays. Weather forecast.
Did you need help with that, Tom? You look like you got a handle
Did
there.
you see Jabba the Jihad?
Tom, ask that guy how much money we're talking here for the insurance company. He never said how much they want. Is it $700 and he's fighting over $200? I know that. I'm amazed every time we hear it and someone's like, yeah, they want $650. It's like, really? You're arguing over $150?
Well, he led the execution of numbers of scholars and clerics, as well as bombing a mosque.
I mean, there's
What do
all
you do?
kinds
He
of.
must have
They're
helped
not. They're not contracts.
No, he runs around.
Very
No,
slow.
they're trying to get the
He needs to
average
be on
guy to not
600
come after him
pound,
when something happens.
Gorilla or whatever it's
He used to
called.
be on your show.
Love that show. 600-pound light. You guys watch that?
I did a couple times and was impressed.
I've seen it before.
Oh, it makes me feel good.
Oh, God.
I'm like, I'm doing great.
There's something wrong with him. It's, yeah.
Hey, remember, I'm leaving at 12:30. Well, I
What?
got everything written up here. So.
Fridays you take short days or what?
I got a bench.
When you bust 600, most of your weight starts going into one leg.
One leg
it's
or the
fucking
other?
crazy,
Oh, really?
man. Yeah.
Because he sleeps on that side?
I don't know.
Well, the thing that
What
always got
makes
me
it
on those
crazy?
shows when they're bedridden and they're still 700 pounds. Who the hell is he?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
And then what happens, the one they showed how they go to the bathroom, they roll them over, put the bedpan
I
under.
could have lived without knowing that.
So, hold on, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, give me a picture. Yeah.
I'll pull it
There's
up.
Jabba the Jihad.
Well, they got to use a little pressure washer when they're done, or what?
And they always show them in the shoulder because they're a curtain. It's called a curtain. Covers everything.
He has all the terminology, everything.
Oh, hell yeah, the curtain.
It's actually a drape.
Honey, we gotta,
So big.
we gotta get home, honey. 600-pound life is almost home.
God, it's fucking good, man.
Why would you go home? Everything is recordable.
I love 600-pound life. And you do feel good after watching it. You would think you'd feel bad for the people, but you don't. You just
But
go.
all of these
they
people
sit there
have-
and eat fucking 3 dozen donuts in the morning.
These are the same people that the drug addicts are. Somebody is helping them.
Well, somebody's definitely an
And when
the
they
guy
lose
can't
the-
bathe, he can't do anything.
When they
What-
lose the weight, they get
yeah.
mad. And
How
they
do you
try
get
to refeed.
25,000 calories into his bedroom? You know,
Someone brings them.
the chicken bucket they deliver.
No,
You know?
somebody
Uber
brings it
Eats,
to-
baby.
Uber Eats, there you go.
Just leave it. Throw it at
No,
me.
don't leave it. You
You gotta
don't
get
leave
an
it.
Uber XL.
You gotta get it, and he's gonna just throw it in here. I can't come to the door.
I love that show, man. I've seen at least a full season.
Oh
There's
my
a
God.
shitload of them.
I've heard it all, man. I know what to get Mark for Christmas. Send him a
Oh,
season 6 of.
For terms and conditions, call 844-45-IDEAL.
Now, you would really think you wouldn't like the show, but you do like it.
Is that Doctor?
I've yet to meet
Doc-
anybody
is
that doesn't like it.
Is that Doctor Now?
Yep, Dr.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, I don't
Love
like
Dr.
it.
Now.
I don't like it.
Well, you haven't watched it then.
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't.
Oh, my girlfriend watches all that reality crap.
It's the best.
My 90-Day Fiance and all those, you know.
The pimple popper.
Yeah, she watches all that, you know.
Well, that's on YouTube, the pimple popper and stuff.
No, I think that's an actual show.
It is, yeah. It is, yeah.
What's an actual show?
The Toe Doctor, too.
Pimple popper. Pimple popper.
No, serious, yeah.
What do they do?
Yeah.
No,
They cut boils and different things, yeah.
Bodies.
Okay, look at this chick's legs. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
Look at that big old fatties. Look at that.
Look at there's barnacles on them.
Why, look at how big her legs are.
Look at there's barnacles.
Oh, dude, that's nasty.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Who watches this?
Well, does that not make you feel skinny?
It's like,
Look at that.
These are actual barnacles. That's barnacles.
That is so sad. Why is it sad? Well, okay. Someone didn't show up and force feed her 8,000 pounds a day. Hey, you better watch it.
Here's what the most hard thing.
Oh, God.
And it's usually their spouse that's stuffing them.
Because you got a fetish.
One did. And the husband, after she had all the fat surgery, no joke. He picks her up, stops at fucking McDonald's on the way home, and tells her to hold his hamburger, because he didn't want her losing any weight. There she is. Look.
no, that's okay.
Look!
No, that's okay.
Look at her!
The drape is down.
Yeah, but.
What if you did that one time and one of these guys have a wife that big? What would you do if a guest in this room had a wife like that and you did that? He's thinking,
picking on.
Oh, what am I don't know.
You're just assuming.
Let's see, how many 600 to 700 pound people are in the world? Like what? 300 maybe?
Actually,
enough to keep.
You know how big that is?
Ask Alexa to play 630K now. Then you can hear
I'm saying the odds would be very limited. But if so, I would have a lot of questions to follow up with. How do you have sex? That would be a question I'd ask them.
you roll them in flour and look for the wet spot.
I knew that was coming. I was thinking this.
Yep. It's an old joke.
It is an old joke.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. Okay, listen, this is important. I don't have enough time I want her to hang on. Please hang on, Joan. Please ask Joan to hang on. It's about the Amco place where she dropped off her Mercedes. She said she didn't authorize repairs. They wanted $7,000. They said that's not true. They told a different story. We told Joan, please go there, get your car, pay the $1,200. Hey, Rhonda, what's your comment on the car wash? Can you make it quick?
Yes. What about the fact that he admitted that there's a glitch in his system?
Exactly.
So it sounds like he knows that there's going to be damage, and he's trying to lessen it by putting a cap on it.
That's a good point, Rhonda.
Stock markets go up, and
yeah, but it's still a sign, doesn't it? Let's say it malfunctioned and cut her head off. So he only owes $500?
You need to queue up the sign.
It's one of those signs, seriously. You can't just put a sign up.
Hey, Mark, you know the VMAX, can I save it right now?
You mean on the...
I was running and stuff, I've always only saved, the reason being is...
I don't think so.
Okay. I shouldn't do it.
Oh, maybe you can, because streaming's different. Maybe it never stops to stream, and you can save it.
I just won't. It's just that I just got to cut and paste.
Think about if that sign limits to 500, and the thing went ape shit and cut someone's head off. So it's only $500 now?
I'm not in here. I don't like this.
How about if the door's closed and the whole thing filled with water and they drown? Huh? Then
Facebook or YouTube.
He just has to see what happens.
That whole flower thing, that's a pretty good one.
You've never heard that?
I don't think I have. I'm not as demented.
Oh, yeah, no. No, you're not. Yeah.
Flour, you can use talcum powder, cornstarch.
You just feed this fetishes now.
Now he says, pimple poppers. No, I seen that on YouTube. Oh. They got like the biggest blackhead.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Jesus, how big is a big blackhead?
I don't know. It's probably like
Oh, you can't have a fucking.
This lady is taking.
She's Dr. Pimple Popper.
They're like
Google. Just
basketballs
Google.
on
Sounds
people's
like we're
back.
heading to
Dr. Pimple Popper.
How do you let a pimple get that big, though?
It's a lot of times the boil.
What is a boil compared to a pimple?
A boil?
A boil
A
is...
boil! Hey, he's shaky the boil.
You cut off my finger.
See this blackhead get squeezed? No way.
Yes, that's the
I don't
whole
want
show.
to see that. Okay, I disagree with that one. I don't mind looking at obese, but
I draw the line.
Someone pop a pimple? Now that's stupid.
Hey, we hit Mark's
My
line.
God, that would make me puke.
I didn't realize there was a show.
It is, yeah, like, what is this? I can't remember the channel. What are those, TNT or...
Probably
I've
the
seen
same as the 600-pound.
They live like
Yeah.
the little kid
The
discovers
hell
the
of a
kid,
discovery.
right? Yeah, I saw the previews. It looked really good.
It is a comedy, but not a comedy. It's also very dramatic.
It sounded like the boy in the pajamas. The boy in the.
No, my God, it's not that
God, that was a great movie.
Is it better than
That,
season one?
but the boy in the striped pajamas did not have any comedy to it.
No. But it was it was.
I can't believe people.
They lived in how do you put it? They lived in a fantasy land. The kids. They had no idea what was going on both sides.
You're probably right.
No, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
Judge Judy pays
But you're
people
saying it's
a
like
lot.
that, right?
Right. See, they do.
And they pay the judgment.
Right, they pay the judgment.
Was
they got to
how
sign
about
off on it.
the post guy?
I had a guy
All
want to
the court people.
I had a guy want to take me to small claims court, and he sent me the paperwork for Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Oh, see, my son
They will
wants.
fly you to Vegas, to Los Angeles, put you up for a weekend, or 2 days, whatever. You and a guest.
Apparently was
Why didn't you do it?
like just a great guy.
It's a free trip, though.
What are you talking about? A free trip?
Judge Judy.
They pay and fly
Whoever's
you
on
over
Judge Judy, they fly you out there, put you up in a hotel, pay everything.
And then play
In Vegas.
And then
Los
pay
Angeles.
where they're at.
They pay out the settlement too.
LA costs nothing.
Huh?
So then you don't have to pay the settlement because he's going to pay it out.
Win, lose, or whatever the judge, awards, the show just pays.
Yeah, like Judge Wapner did.
Yeah.
Right. I think they all do. My son got a thing from the one in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I said, do it. No, I don't go beyond there. Then
Why wouldn't he do it?
People think I'm ghetto. That's what he said. People think I'm ghetto. I watch those shows.
Well, yeah.
Going on at Judge Judy show.
Judge Judy.
Nah, you wouldn't be ghetto. his friends would love that.
They'll introduce you at the bar. Hey!
Hey, did I show you this?
That's exactly what they'll do.
And I imagine they tell you, say, be overreactive.
I have no idea. It was just one of those things I think they pick up on court filings and small claims
They
court.
must, and ones that sound interesting.
Yeah.
And ones that fall into a certain dollar range.
Right.
I used to love the People's Court.
No, I did too.
In our forum.
Well, I didn't realize that the whole
People's Court.
thing was staged, though. I figured portions of it were. I didn't know the whole thing was.
What do you mean the whole thing?
Well, you can't lose anything going on.
Oh, sure.
I just,
But you still want to win.
Right,
Humans want to win.
You still want to win and get the money.
You want to be right.
No, because if you're defending yourself.
No, but
you,
the other
you
person.
The other person,
But you don't have to pay.
Correct.
Also,
Correct.
The worst you can do is get a free trip to LA or whatever.
No, the worst thing you do is have your mugshot on Judge Judy.
On YouTube for the rest of your life. Your grandkids know you by your appearance.
You said what?
Oh, look at great Papa.
You said what?
Did you really drop the F-bomb on Judge Judy?
Coming out of the tech center, stop and go. Orchard traveling up towards Yale.
Most of them are always kind of like broken relationships too.
Weather forecast.
What, like Maury?
Slight chance of showers today. Very
Can you imagine being
Wait, now we're going down to Jerry Springer.
Bill,
Jerry Springer.
Bill Donahue.
No, Jerry Springer was
I think
the
Jerry was
worst
worse.
guy. Phil's was a little
sponsored by.
I don't know, Maury's not a whole lot. He's not
Maury's
too
not
far.
much better.
But I mean, Springer was.
Yeah.
Geraldo did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
You are not the father.
Geraldo!
You guys ever you heard that one where?
Oh my
lady
God!
kept on
She
going?
called him Geraldo like 4 times. Oh, it's so good to talk to you, Geraldo.
Oh, we were cracking up. And then we got Geraldo's picture on and put them side by side.
I never laughed so hard. And she didn't do it just once. She did it like 4 times.
She was serious.
Oh,
Did
she was.
he correct her every time?
Oh, no, I don't think he did correct her. It's like I get called
Well,
Tom
you never
all the
correct
time.
the Toms, yeah.
I'd spend the whole
Well, sometimes
fucking show correcting
no. Sometimes you'll go the child route too, and okay, Bob.
Child route.
The guy's name is
exactly what
Bill or
right
something,
in front of him, and he's
and Mark has
calling
called him
him
all
other
different names. Yeah.
It's Joe, Mark.
It's, no,
Okay,
it's
Bob.
Joe Tom. It's Joe Tom.
It's Joe Tom. All right, Phil.
Sorry about that, Jim. We'll get it right.
You're right. I have been known to go to child anyway. My first day back after years of doing the show. First day, literally the first day, I get into it with this guy on the air, and I found myself going, "I know you are, but what am I?" And he goes, "Did you really just say that?" "I know you are, but what am I?"
Tom Martino, the troubleshooter.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I'm a consumer advocate who goes on the radio every single day, Monday through Friday, that is, and we solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. We make life a little easier. All you have to do is call us at 303-713-TALK. More than 40 years, the longest running show on radio with the same host, not same station, but the same host, same show, and still on the air. So all you have to do to take advantage of it is call 303-MARTINO. Now, that's for those listening from everywhere at any time, because we have podcasts and streams and all of that. Facebook, YouTube, iHeartRadio app, also referralist.com. I always forget that one, and we stream there. And then 303-MARTINO will get you in. You leave a message, we'll get back to you. Or, of course, you can always just call while we're on the air at 303-713-TALK. So Joan said, I brought my Mercedes into AMCO at a particular AMCO, Colfax and Billings. And I said, it's not running, and I need it. I need an estimate. They said it's going to be $1,900 or something. She said she never authorized repairs, and now they want $7,000 a year later. He said not only did she come in and approve it, we got her the time, the date, everything. She even signed for the used transmission. We did the work. We fixed the car. We have constant communication. In fact, she was making payments for a long time and then made a lump sum payment. And her $2,400 bill, not $7,000, her $2,400 bill is now down to $1,200. And the car is now ready to be picked up for $1,200. And we thought, how could two people, the guy at the garage, at the repair station, the AMCO, and her, how can they have two completely different stories? But then we thought, it doesn't matter. If he says it's fixed, it's got a used transmission in it, and it's ready to go, and all he wants is $1,200, just go do it. She said she would go do it. She says she's here now with an update, so I don't know what she is going to say, but we'll take her update right now. Joan? Are you there, Joan?
Yes, I am, Tom.
Tell us what happened.
Joe just called me a few minutes ago and told me that when I pay him his $1,200, that he's going to have my car towed to my house, and it doesn't work because the battery's dead.
Well, it has sat for a year. Why don't you buy a battery and go down there and put it in?
How do you know the car is fixed if it don't start?
Well, that's why we either jump it or you buy a battery and install a battery, and then we'll figure.
I'm paying $2,400 and he can't fix the battery.
Fix it. You got to replace it.
You got to replace it. You got to replace it.
So if I get the battery, he's going to have it towed to my house.
No,
here's what I... and say it don't start.
You know what?
So
First of all, if he's towing it to your house, at least you'll have the car back. I see no negative here.
No, here's what I think she should do. I wouldn't pay the $1,200 either until I would take a battery over there or somebody and jump it. If it doesn't start, I wouldn't pay.
Well, if it's literally sat for a year.
Well, let's see if it'll start. It should be able to start. That's not unreasonable for her to want.
Start, but he said it's not charging, so he's going to have it towed to my house.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not charging?
He's probably tried to charge the battery. It's probably cooked. It's dead.
He said he's just going to have it towed to my house, free of charge.
Why don't you ask him if you bring a battery down there, if they'd put a battery in? Why don't you make that call and call us back?
Or just put it in yourself. Let's try to make this as easy as possible, or get him back on the air. But I would not have it towed to the house and pay $1,200. I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't either, because I don't even know if it works.
That's right.
And how does he know it works if the battery don't start?
That's right. Well, no, because apparently it must have been running at one time. But these are good questions. Hold on. These are good questions.
He knows you from the beginning. He told me I need a module. He told me they lost the keys. They told me that they got a transmission, but it's too big. Then he told me I got a transmission that's only got 3,000 miles on it. You're going to get a great deal. Then I'm told that, your front end and the front of your car is bent.
All I'm saying is this. Let's go find out. Let's just go out. Let's give him a chance. Let's call him back. Okay, Daff, let's give him a chance. Let's call him. All right. You hold on. We're going to call him and ask him why it's not running, and is it reasonable for her to bring a battery or to jump it to get it started to see that she has a transmission that works. Now, let me get this straight, Joan. When you first took it in, it did not drive at all. Is that right? I mean, as far as forward.
Right. It started, but it started.
Right. So if it starts and you can drive it, maybe he can go in with you for a test drive. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to test it if he says he replaced the transmission. There's nothing wrong with that. He's got to be reasonable. He can sit in there with you and go on a test drive.
This guy bought this car. She's going to pick it up, the transmission. Let's just hope the transmission works. When the alternator or the brakes or the tire gets a hole in it, it's going to be his fault.
Well, obviously, he's not going to be responsible for...
Really?
Yep. But hold on, Joan. He's not responsible for everything that goes wrong with your car. It sat there for a year. I mean, he is responsible to get the repairs done. He said he would. Let's just see that it works, okay? Drew, what's happening, Drew?
Hey, Tom.
What's going on?
We had some hail damage last year, and we took our car into Intelligent. And one of the things
what was the name of the place?
Intelligent.
Have you ever heard of them?
No, I have not heard of them.
Well, we have a guy, Flexident. Is it a paintless dent repair?
Correct.
All right. What happened?
On their brochures and numerous times they confirmed that on the rental, whatever our insurance did not cover on the rental, they would cover. And
how did they put that down there? How did they word that?
I sent you a copy.
Oh, good. Good. I'll look at it. So keep going then. What happened?
Yeah. So they say, that the rental car is covered, whatever the insurance doesn't cover.
Yeah, got it.
It took them a long, long time to get the repairs done. We started getting concerned, and I even called them up and said, hey, guys, my rental coverage has a limit. Just want to make sure that I don't get a big bill at the end of this. And, no, we cover all the rental costs that the insurance company doesn't cover. They took over 2 months to do the repairs. And
so what happened?
In my humble opinion, they're trying to blame the insurance company, that the insurance company didn't give them approval. And
who was the insurance company?
Yeah, who was the insurance company?
Safeco.
Okay.
Well, listen, so they're saying they never got approval to do the work?
No, they're saying that the insurance company was taking a long time.
Yeah, they just took so long to repair the car that the insurance company didn't want to cover the rest of the rental car. I just went through that with one of my customers a couple of weeks ago, that the insurance company actually cut off the rental car Monday, and I didn't get rid of the vehicle till Thursday because it was at the paint shop.
What'd you do? I'm curious.
I ended up telling the customer I'm going to cover it if the insurance company don't.
Huh.
Well, on Intelligent, what they do, they say that they will cover whatever the insurance company does not.
So then why aren't they?
That's why I'm calling you. I've been trying to get them.
Did they give you a reason? Do you have
Well,
your car back?
they're
By the way,
saying-
do you have your car back?
Yes.
And they fixed it. But now how much is due on your rental?
$2,000.
Wow.
Now,
how much were the repairs?
That took away all their profit.
I know it. Now, it's been okay. Let me back up just a little bit.
I think that was a simple question.
I got involved because the insurance company wasn't paying because the insurance company and Intelligent could not communicate.
Here's what I want to know. Hold on.
I walked them through step by step.
Drew, I don't need any of this. This is what I need. What was the final approved damage amount from your insurance?
$6,000.
Hey, on his agreement with them, and we'll send it over
Hold on.
to you, Tom.
Wait. Hold on. Just wait. $6,000 was the adjusted amount from your insurance company, right? Okay.
Correct.
Now, how much did you contract to have the work done in full from Intelligent?
I did not contract anything with them. We gave them the car. They contacted the insurance company. They said they would handle everything.
Okay.
Let me throw one other thing in here. Just this last week, I finally got them nailed down. The insurance company will pay $800, approximately $800 toward the rental, which will leave a balance of $1,200.
I don't see the agreement here.
This agreement, he's got him dead to nuts as far as I can see.
What does this say? Well, I don't see it here.
It says there's three checks.
I see it now.
Yeah, scroll down a little.
Okay.
You'll see where it says Enterprise handwritten.
Okay, and it says what about it?
Rental car covered, full amount.
That's it.
Deductible waived.
Wow.
So, and here's
says
what I
full,
need your help with.
It does say full amount.
And look at the other options. It doesn't say partial.
Yeah. So how much did you get? You got a rental car for how long?
It was 62 days.
And all but 2,000 was covered, right?
Yeah, it was actually Hertz. We stayed with the Hertz rental car agreement, and we didn't switch over to Enterprise.
Is that what they're saying is the issue?
Wait a minute. It says Enterprise.
Is that what they're hanging their hat on, though?
No, what they're hanging their hat on is the insurance company. I have a $750.
It says, well, hold on, man. Wait. It says getting car from Hertz today will transfer to Enterprise once we get approved. Bro, you agreed to that too. Now, you want to hold them to this. How about holding yourself to it? What happened to that part of the agreement?
They said that we could stay with Hertz.
Oh, hold on a second. No, wait. I'm telling you, what if they say, oh, he said we didn't have to pay for rental? You would say, that's not what the written report says. You know what? What's good for one's good for the other. If I'm going by this written agreement, it says you were going to switch your Hertz car when they got approval. Now you're telling me
they put her in the Hertz, though.
Huh?
They put her in the Hertz.
Who's they?
The company, whoever it is. Intelligent. They put her in Hertz, then they wanted her to go to Enterprise later for whatever reason.
But they did.
No, that's not correct.
What's not correct?
This agreement says you were going to switch over. That's all I know.
Right. The insurance company wanted us to switch over to Enterprise because the insurance company has a deal with Enterprise.
Okay. But this agreement, this agreement doesn't say that. This agreement doesn't say they don't care. I believe you, but this agreement says that the only thing you have to make them pay is this agreement. The same agreement that says it'll be Enterprise. So now you want it both ways. We use only part of the agreement that says they're going to pay for it, but not the other part of the agreement that says you have to switch. Look, I don't even know if Intelligent is using that as their argument. I'm just saying between you.
Not.
Okay,
but
they can.
The argument they're using.
But they can. What excuse are they giving you?
But they're not.
What excuse are they giving you?
They're saying that the insurance company should pay a total of $1,500, and because the insurance company is not paying a total of $1,500 toward my rental, they're not going to pay anything.
Well, wait a minute. How much was the total rental bill?
$2,000. It's just a little over $2,000.
So you're asking them to pay the whole rental bill?
Oh, they said they would.
I understand.
No, I tried to tell you a little bit earlier. The insurance company has already paid they just issued a check for $800.
So they need to cough up $1,200.
Right.
Okay. Now,
Nick, can you shed light onto this? Is this
Well, an insurance company doesn't want to pay more than $1,000 for, let's say, a $6,000 claim. They're going to want 6-7 days rental car. How they had 62 days.
Look, it all comes down to this. It all comes down to this. Intelligent owes the balance.
I agree. I don't know why they wouldn't. And how long does that, if that repair came into you, Nick, a $6,000, how long does that take?
A week or 2 weeks. I mean, I have never really kept a car longer than 2 weeks.
I wonder why the hell they had it 60 days.
And by the way, Nick here is with Flexident of Colorado.com. We have more coming up.
Weekdays 2 to 4. The Situation with Michael Brown.
So I think we finally reached peak silliness. A Russian company is now selling the world's first transgender doll for kids.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. My second business was open 6 days a week, and I worked from home the 7th day. I maintained that ridiculous schedule for 8 years. One Saturday morning in 1999, I woke up late for work and was greeted by my 6-year-old.
Oh, hi, Dad. Why aren't you at work?
I answered, because it's Saturday. He said,
Oh, thanks for visiting, Dad.
His words pierced my heart. I had become a workaholic. It was decision time. What's more important, family or work? I chose family, and I stopped working 7 days a week. That's why I created Patriot Software, so entrepreneurs can run their payroll in minutes, which gives more time for their families. Go to PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll processing free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
Ideal Home Loans. What do you get with Ideal? You get the ideal situation because they'll put all their promises in writing. And they promise to close you in 3 weeks or less under certain conditions, of course, but you can call for details. And then they put other promises in writing, like the interest rate guarantee. If rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. Find out about that. Also, I love their pre-approval. It's not a pre-qualification or pre-approval. This means that all you need is the house and the title work and the appraisal, and that loan, if it's what you were approved for, is done. It's like a cash deal, the pre-approval. And then, of course, you can pick any term you want if you're refining. You want to get the lower rate, but you don't want to go back to 30 years. You pick your own term. These things are great, and Ideal Home Loans does them for you. So let them be your lender for your next home, for your refi, for whatever you're doing in real estate. 303-867-7000. IdealHomeLoans.com.
Okay, Mark, I'm going to send a letter off.
So we started with
recap. So you don't have to do that. I'm sending a recap.
It was my attorney's wife's car.
Oh, okay.
That we forgot to put a bolt on. So yeah, my technician missed the bolt. Driving down the road. Yeah,
what Mike's on right now.
To get back in the car, he calls like, well, I need an attorney. I want to take you to court. We just want all she wants is fair market value for the car. Give her $5,000. So we did, and then I called her back and said, okay, so we bought this car, and I'm looking at what to do with it. So we came up with this loaner plan.
I dig.
Guys, I assume you saw that big debacle with Pelosi.
Yeah, plus, I have no problem sending mine out if I need to.
What'd she do?
So 3 on a regular basis, and I'll drive my hour to work.
No one takes joy in this.
I got 60 now.
And then she hands out.
We're like a dozen or
so. You have one
instant
name on.
Like this.
So technically, their insurance will cover them for damaging your car.
Great for America, whatever.
Like I said, we've only had
Nancy
one.
Zlowski had her name on
Customer
it.
didn't want the insurance quote, they just wanted to fix it.
Yeah, she had her name on it, and it spelled, what did it spell wrong?
I didn't hear that.
Yep, there was a misspelling.
There was a back fin that broke off that the customer brought us.
You never heard
They hit
of
in the garage, or if I did more damage to the garage than the car. So,
Yeah,
I mean, we've never had any big incidents. Knock on wood.
No, 'cause I was just curious how that works. And, you know, you run into them and
See you, Kevin.
hey, man. You know, they
Good one. It's snowing up there.
16-year-old kid
Hey,
grabs the
am I gonna
keys.
see you later?
You know, goes cruising or something.
snowing
It's
up
just-
there.
We've been pretty
It's
good
snowing
about,
right
like I
now.
said,
Yep.
Where?
I know it's going to happen
Where?
sooner or later. Trust me, I know it's going to happen.
Or whatever it's called,
But,
yeah.
Of course, I mean, by
We've
now
been
the
happy
sun's
with
going to be
it.
out again. I mean, my wife told me
And
a
the
year
profit
ago.
that come from it.
Do you gamble up there?
I just did head gaskets on the one. So we bought the one.
I've gone up there, I've lived there like 15 years.
I think if you live by casinos,
And the
you
worst
probably
thing I
don't
did was the head
gamble.
gasket.
Yes,
I
when?
just did. So.
Rocky's Autos, 63rd in Federal for used cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, and they have 40 lenders to choose from there. That means that you can be set up with a loan. Your trade, they pay high trade-in values because they want to sell most trades right there. So you have the trade taken care of, you have the financing, and they never give you that call back saying they made a mistake like these dealers do around town where, oh, you got to come back and bring a cosigner or pay more money or pay a higher rate. They don't play those games. Just great deals, good friends, and a great selection. 63rd and Federal. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, Saturdays, 9 to 6. RockiesAutos.com. When you come to the lot, shop around. Yes, but put Rockies on the list. And when you come to 63rd and Federal, all of those cars clearly marked so you can see the prices. 303-426-4646, 426-4646, Rockies Autos.
Got a high wind warning effect this afternoon. And
That's cool, isn't it?
Alert day for wind gusts over
So you got
60
all
miles
kinds
per
of
hour
different
possible
views.
this afternoon on I-52. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox
And
31.
then when I want to
This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need.
The message, Liberty Mutual Insurance customizes your coverage so you only pay for what you need, is brought to you by
So
Liberty
this is our
Mutual
Biden
Insurance,
cam.
where you can
That's got a
customize your coverage so you
microphone,
only pay for what
snowball,
you need.
and then of course the actual board.
Denver's talk station. 630.
So if he doesn't like what you're saying about him, he just
What I
shuts you
usually
off.
do, if I'm doing it, I set it
Tom
up.
Martino here. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Love it.
We have Joe from Amco, man. We're going
Going back and forth in this problem. I think Joan said she wanted to go over and pay the $1,200, get her car, but now there's a wrinkle. It doesn't start, so she's afraid it may not be working. And if it's towed to her house free, and what if she goes out the next day and the transmission is not working? I mean, I don't even think Joe wants that problem. I think Joe at Amco would want her to be sure at least it works, and then you don't hear, and then be done with her. But I want to take Greg's comment on this. He's been listening. You have a comment? Go ahead, Greg. And then I'll go to Joe. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, Tom. I just wonder that he's going to take that car over there on a transmission. You would think they'd have to start it to test drive it, or even see if the transmission works. So
yeah, but they finished it like a year ago.
I don't know when they finished it, but he has a good point. Let's ask Joe. Joe, man, listen, you would probably want to make this go away, Joe, and I don't blame you.
I just spoke to Joe Mansfield on a private line.
Oh, you're not Joe. I'm sorry.
I'm Joe.
Oh, you're Joe. You talked to you talked to Joan.
I just talked to Joan on the other line.
Okay,
she called
right.
me crying.
Gotcha.
She had unfortunately, she had a family matter. She had another car repossessed, and she just doesn't want to lose her car.
Okay.
We jump-started the car. We test drove it. It drove this morning after sitting for 3 additional more months.
Okay.
I explained to her we want to charge the battery all day. If we can't get payment up, get the money that's owed, then I don't feel we should buy more parts and fix your car.
I don't blame you. I don't blame
you.
you.
So I gave her 2 options. You can wait for the battery to be completely recharged, and you can pick up your car. If you don't want to do that and you have the money, like she said on the last call, then we will tow the car back to your house complimentary, and you can handle your crisis with your family.
What if she gets up and says, "Hey," because this is what I fully expect, Joe. I fully expect that car to be towed to her house, and tomorrow morning she's going to call us and says, It was never fixed. Don't you expect that?
No, I don't, because she just said she needs a week for the $1,200.
No.
So we're going to hold the car for another week, free of charge, and let her handle her personal family matters. And hopefully she comes in next week and pays us the remaining balance.
Okay, so Joan,
and she can even test drive the vehicle before she pays.
Did you hear? She says they're going to let you test drive it. Joan.
I'm listening. I'm just listening to how the story changes when somebody else starts talking.
Okay,
You can say
Joan.
nothing about that, and now my car got repossessed. No, it was taken.
Okay, Joan. Right now.
I'm really upset. I'm sorry.
But right now they're going to let you test drive the car after you get your $1,200 together. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So, when will you have the $1,200?
A week.
He said he'll hold it a week free of charge. Then they will charge it. You can test drive it.
And they're going to charge the battery so you can test drive it.
Yeah. Let's just take it one step at a time. What do we do about Intelligent? Did we call him? Are we calling him? Drew says he had his hail damage repaired. And they're not paying for what they agreed to pay for. It's simple.
I'll call him.
Straightforward. All right. Today's car day. Jesse's here from Honest Accurate Auto. Kevin's here from Sheridan Auto Tech. And we have Nick from Flexident of Colorado. Philip. He wants to talk about a car purchase. Hi, Philip. What's happening?
Well, I'm from Cheyenne, and I had come up with the Enterprise car up to Thornton, and I had purchased one of their cars.
You bought it in Thornton?
Yes, in Thornton, at where they sell them there, yes.
So Enterprise sold you a car. What's happening?
Well, I had got in there, and we were going through all this paperwork and stuff, and when I had left, apparently they left the valve caps off for the blow the tires up, and I had little circles on there, and they had markings on the car, like maybe they had taken parts from another car or something. And
I don't know what you mean, circles. Like, can you explain more?
Well, it's like I think it's some kind of a deal with something with the tires or something. They put these little. I think they're kind of like an orange deal on the tire. I don't know.
Like an orange chalk mark.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Where'd they put the orange chalk mark? Is it a slash or is it a circle? What is it?
Well, it's a circle, yeah, and it's got like a little hole in the middle, like somebody had been working on the car.
Most new tires come with markings
maybe
on
got distracted or something.
Okay. What do you how about we do this? What is bothering you? You just bought a car from Enterprise. What do you think happened?
Right.
Just get right to that part. What do you think is happening?
Well, I think what happened, we were out there and it got dark, a lot of wind.
Right.
And I think somebody maybe had gotten distracted.
Right.
Maybe moved on to another vehicle. But by the time I got home, I started, I noticed in some of
Philip, are you saying that you think they delivered the wrong vehicle to you?
Well, I think that it's probably the right vehicle, but I think they didn't have it all. Now, all the floods and stuff wasn't filled up in there.
You're thinking they did not do a good job in getting it prepped for delivery, right?
Right, that sounds right.
Is that the bottom line? Like, you want the caps for they're about 10 cents each. You want the caps for your filler valves, right? You want 4 caps.
Yes,
what else do you want? 4 caps. What else?
Well, I live in Cheyenne. I had drove back to Cheyenne, and I didn't realize a thing came on and it said low tire, and I had to go into a gas station.
Are you a little? It sounds like you're a little nervous and shaky about this purchase, because here's what I'm sensing: that you're having a little suspicion because you bought the car on the way home. Right. You get a low tire mark, a low tire warning, and you're figuring, why wasn't there stuff in it? You check the tires. You notice they don't have the caps on the filler valves. You know, and you're thinking, wait a minute, why wasn't that checked? Did you know if it had caps on it when you looked at it earlier in the day?
No, I didn't. It just was.
Well, you don't know that, okay? And then it's possible that they did not fill your fluids. What fluids did you find not filled?
Well, the coolant was low.
Now,
windshield washer solvent. And some of the brake fluid.
So it just sounds to me like they were a little bit lax in getting this car ready for you.
How many miles are on it?
Yeah, and they were pretty busy, too.
Yeah.
There was quite a few.
So how many miles are on it?
I think it's something like...
I'm trying to figure out if it's under warranty, that's all.
I don't know what he wants. He hasn't said anything's
he wants
wrong.
4 caps.
Oh, Mark, they are literally 10 cents each.
Well?
Yeah, I think it's got about 37,000 miles on there.
Philip, can you tell us right now, seriously now, what do you want? How can we help you?
Well, and then I noticed on this paperwork that I guess the car had been used or something. It looks like maybe a police car or something had used it, and they've got a thing marked here. Used as a police vehicle for hire, rental vehicle, or loaner or courtesy.
Philip. I still don't know what you want. I don't know what you want.
You bought a rental vehicle.
Yes.
What do you want? What are you disappointed you bought it?
Well, not really, but the thing that
I don't hear a problem yet. The car's running fine. Right. So you got to help me. You called me and you said the biggest thing we found so far are literally the filler valve on your tires did not have caps on it.
Yeah. Well, and also the other problem too, when they give me the financing, I think the rate they come up with like 6.75 on.
Why are you thinking about? Why are you thinking about all this right now?
Well, I just been kind of feeling panicky here for the last week.
I think you're okay.
I think I know what it is now. It's buyer's remorse. You're wondering, hey, did I make the right choice? Did they screw me? I know what's going on.
I don't think we've ever had one complaint. Now, maybe you can correct me on Enterprise car sales. I don't remember one.
One years ago.
That's it.
But that doesn't mean they're great. It doesn't mean they're bad.
They don't rip people's faces off, though.
Here's what I'm thinking. I want to be more thoughtful. Philip, you are basically having what's called buyer's remorse. Just so you know, this is not uncommon. When people buy a car, especially, here's what happens. Honest to God now, when people buy a car, they start thinking, did I get the right car? Should I have gotten this car? Is it really what it's cracked up to be? Did I look at it? Did I really examine it enough? Do they care about it? Did they take good care of it? Should I have done it? Did I pay too much? What about the financing after you've agreed to all of it? Because you felt kind of pressured because you mentioned like 3 times you came down from Wyoming. It was getting dark. So isn't that what it is in a nutshell? You're just kind of wondering, do I have a good deal here or not?
Well, I'm kind of wondering if this thing's been in an accident or anything like that.
Okay. What would indicate that it wasn't an accident?
Well, they had just on this one page where they had the Enterprise. All the boxes are not checked, but it says when I'm checked, used as a police vehicle for hire, rental vehicle.
It was a rental. You bought it from a rental company. It was a rental vehicle. There's no doubt about it.
It doesn't say it was used as a police car. That box is not checked, right?
No, it is checked, but it's one box. It says uses a police car, comma, rental car, comma, whatever. It's basically saying it was a used vehicle.
Hey, Philip, here's another thing to do. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go online and buy a Carfax on that car.
Okay.
Do you know what?
I'm not much for using a computer.
Philip, how old are you?
70.
Okay, I'm going to help you. We're going to buy it for you, okay? You need to give us a bunch of information.
Just the VIN, that's all we need.
We're going to go online, and I'm going to pay for it, okay?
And we're going to do it right now, but we need the VIN.
We want to do a Carfax for you and find out the history of that car, okay?
Okay.
We're going to pay for it, all right?
Okay.
All right, hold on.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
Winter driving conditions have returned to the High Country Drive. In fact, we've got a serious crash that has westbound I-70 shut down near the Eisenhower Tunnel. Nobody's moving there. Also, traction laws in place both directions of I-70 between Silverthorne and Bakerville. Also, US 6 over Loveland Pass is closed due to heavy snow. Back in town, serious wreck off Highway. Wadsworth shut down both directions still between Florida and Jewel. No estimated time when it will reopen. Serious crash there. And there's that spilled load of gravel in the center lane southbound Parker Road between the Toll Road and Pine Lane. The weather forecast. Slight chance of showers, very windy today with a high of 52. Right now, partly cloudy and 50. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer.
A brutal cold and flu season is here. The #1 flu symptom is fever. So use a thermometer proven accurate by more than 80 clinical studies. We can't always predict the flu season, but we can always prepare for it with the Exergen Temporal Scanner. Exergen.com.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. Now that's Inc. as in incorporated, INC. Buddy and Karen Mitchell own Simply Floors. He entered this business and got into a buying group, so his single location store at 52nd and Ward has the buying power of any other big box. And here's what he really loves. He loves passing the savings on to consumers, so you can make your own appointment at Simply Floors Inc. and you'll save 20, 30, 40, sometimes half. SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Cynthia's bathroom was a disaster.
There was cracked tile, rust in the tub, so that's what prompted me to get something done about the bathroom.
It was time for a major overhaul. She went with Dream Style Remodeling. So how'd it go?
Amazing. They did a front to back, top to bottom job in the bathroom, and I love it. They did everything that they said they would do, plus.
Cynthia's hired a lot of contractors. How did Dream Style do compared to the others?
It was the best home remodeling experience I've ever had.
Dream Style was so great, Cynthia had them do even more.
I was so pleased that I went ahead and had them do my windows.
This month only, save $799 off a complete Kohler shower system, plus get a free shower door. Payments as low as $99 a month, or choose 12 months, no money down, no payments, and no interest. Take Cynthia's advice.
Go with Dream Style. They're the best. They're the only ones I would ever go with again.
Call now, 720-388-8877. 720-388-8877. That's 720-388-8877. PC 0003837.
Resolving to sleep better this year, but you don't want to empty your bank account? Cash in on the savings and practicality of Inamax Sleep Technology. Hi, it's April. For 3 days only, January 17th, 18th, and 19th, start the new year out right with smart solutions for healthier sleep. Inamax is celebrating the new year with once-a-year savings, like save 75% on all advanced support mattresses. Memory cell and gel beds starting as low as $548. Digital Air smart beds and soft side water beds from $699. Luxurious 1800 thread count sheet sets from $39. Save thousands on power bases and the new Upper Flex with your choice of air, coil, memory cell, or soft to firm convertibed options. In Denver, they're at I-70 and I-25 and in Loveland at the outlets. Plus, get an additional $250 off any new sleep system. And you veterans get an additional 10% off. Hurry, the Jan Bash Save Cash Sale. It's 3 days only, January 17th, 18th, and 19th. Inamax.com for all the info. Tell them that April sent you.
Any insulation is beneficial, but there's one kind of insulation that tops them all. That's Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. Not the foam you see in a can. I'm talking about premium injection foam designed to fill closed wall cavities in old or new homes. For retrofitting, it compresses existing insulation, filling every crack, nook, and cranny. No other existing insulation comes close. Most customers see utility savings of 30%, and you get added benefits like 80% soundproofing, freeze protection for pipes, and a Class 1 fire rating. Call now 720-676-6333. Environmentally friendly. No off-gassing. No matter when your home was built, you owe it to yourself to check out Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. Check out the incredible video demonstration at foamyourwalls.com. Then call 720-676-6333. foamyourwalls.com. That video made me a believer. foamyourwalls.com.
We all remember our first time, right? No, not that first time. The first time you couldn't perform in the bedroom. If it's happened to you, you know exactly how you felt. Humiliated, embarrassed, frustrated. And if it's happening often, it could be causing problems in your relationship. Or worse, causing you to avoid any intimacy at all. This is Jeff with the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Erectile dysfunction is a problem for many men, young and old. And if you're one of them, we understand exactly what you're going through, and we know how to fix it. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we have successfully treated thousands of men for ED, and we have many solutions, including ones that often work far better than pills. Many patients tell us it's working like it hasn't in years. In fact, it might even remind you a bit of that other first time. Make an appointment today. Your visit is only $99 and includes blood work and, if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic at 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Tune in to Retire with Tucker radio show every Saturday at 2 to 3, where they'll help you get the most sustainable income out of Social Security, your 401k, IRAs, rental properties, and your brokerage accounts. That's every Saturday from 2 to 3 right here on 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station. Retire happy.
Two things happen when you get a DUI, a criminal charge and a civil proceeding against your license. Get an experienced, aggressive attorney who can help you in both areas. Joseph A. Lazara, 303-429-6200. That's 429-6200.
Denver's talk station. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
I'm not on. There I am. Well, it's nice of you to tell me there. I'm talking into the wind. My mic's not on. What the hell good are you? Are you there? Shannon?
Dude, that's what you do the other 20 hours a day.
Shannon, I was talking and my mic wasn't even on. I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK. Seriously, we have a good thing going on here. We want to help you and we want to solve our problems and all of that. One thing I want to say is Renew Home Innovations. Call them for beautiful bathrooms, renewhomeinnovations.com. renewhomeinnovations.com. They do showers and specialize in Kohler products for it's zero maintenance showers using Serica. They can also do pure porcelain bathrooms. renewhomeinnovations.com. We're going to do a Carfax. Did you get the VIN number for Philip? And Mark is working on it. We want to help Philip. He's got buyer's remorse. You know, I thought something was up. He said, I'm not sure what's going on. And he saw where it was used as a rental car or a police car, but he bought it from Enterprise. Look, I think he's just getting nervous, and we want to look at that car and see what kind of a background it has. Meanwhile, Armando wants to talk about vehicle registration. And I want to talk about anything you want to talk about. All you have to do is call us at 303-713-TALK. We have this hour and the next hour to go. Let's talk to Armando. Is it Armando?
Armando, yeah. How you doing, Tom?
Good. How can we help you?
I wanted to give my son a vehicle I own, and I was wondering how to go about it. Since I'm not selling it to him, I just want to give it to him.
Yeah, you do it.
Do a bill of sale?
Yeah, you do a bill of sale, and you can say no dollars or $1, and you give it to him. Now, that will affect the sales tax. It's a gift, so he's not going to pay sales, but he will pay an ownership tax based on its value, even if you only fill in $1. It's still based on value. So the registration still is going to cost some money. A lot of people are, right now, do I have to break right now? You're saying, I just took a break. I have to take another. So you're saying I need to, anyway, so here's what you need to do. You need to go ahead and put down the actual, transfer. When he goes to register it, the sales tax won't be anything, but he will have to pay ownership tax on that if you're giving it to him. Does that clear it up?
Okay, and they'll decide the value of the car? They do that themselves?
Yeah, they have a table. You can argue to some extent, but they have, it's an ownership tax, and you can't really get around that too much. But, man, we have one of the most expensive states there are. Now, Mark is going to work on that. Folks, I am really sorry that I got backed up on spots, which means, they're almost back-to-back. But one thing I do want to say, we have another hour to go, and I promise I'll take all of your calls at 303-713-TALK.
Now, impact traffic.
It's definitely an icy and dicey drive in the high country. Let's start off with the good news, though. That earlier crash, westbound I-70 at the Eisenhower Tunnel has cleared, and the highway has reopened there. It's a slow drive, though, across there. Got traction laws in place on I-70, both directions between Silverthorne and Bakerville. US 6 over Leveland Pass is closed. Back in town, Wadsworth remains closed off highway, both directions between Florida and Jewel due to a serious crash there. Seeing the regular delays in the regular spots in the highway drive as well. The weather forecast, slight chance of showers, very windy this afternoon with a high of 52. Right now, partly cloudy skies, windy, and 50. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer.
A brutal cold and flu season is here. The number one flu symptom is fever. So use the thermometer proven accurate by more than 80 clinical studies. We can't always predict the flu season, but we can always prepare for it with the Exergen Temporal Scanner. Exergen.com.
This is a really calm season. But sometimes you have fires during the winter, more so than in the summer and spring. And then you have floods. When it comes spring, you can have storms of all kinds, mold or other catastrophes. Here's the deal. You need to use a company for restoration, not just a carpet cleaner, not just these people who say we're going to clean it. You need a true restoration company, environmentalists, scientists. AmRest247.com. They also know how to deal with your insurance company, and they're honest. AmRest247.com.
If you've been hurt, you want a legal team that puts you first. That's Bell & Pollock. Hi, it's Mandy, and after getting to know these guys, I'm confident that you and your case will be taken care of and treated the right way by Bell & Pollock. They've been helping injured Colorado families for over 30 years, and they're just really nice guys. Get the right representation you can feel good about with Bell & Pollock. Call them at 303-795-5900. That's 795-5900. Or visit championsofthepeople.com.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Spencer-Brown, Chief Content Officer of Cruise Media and former Editor-in-Chief of Cruise Critic. One of my favorite places in the world to go is Alaska. It is such an amazing, vast, and untouched wilderness. And because there is so much to see, you really want to take a cruise there. I love both the Holland America Line and Princess Cruises because they have the most itineraries going to Glacier Bay, where you can sail right up to these giant, awe-inspiring glaciers and watch them crack off and land in the water with this thundering boom. It's the most incredible experience. And for land travel, they have a glass dome train that lets you see everything. You get off your cruise, it's seamless, you transfer onto this beautiful train and you take a ride to Denali National Park, where you can stay at their exclusive lodges. And because Holland America Line and Princess Cruises own and operate their ships, lodges, and trains, everything is easy and effortless as they take care of every little detail. So if you're planning on going to Alaska, you really want to go this year. And you definitely want to go with the Alaska experts, Holland America Line or Princess Cruises. Explore more at goalaskanow.com.
If you're running out of room in your home, like maybe you're a hoarder or you've got some new kids, those things are kind of the same, really, right? I've got some great news for you. Mortgage rates are incredibly low, making it easy and affordable to upsize your space. Hey guys, it's Ross Kaminsky for American Financing, and now is the time to move into your forever home. And the salary-based mortgage consultants at American Financing are the people you need to call. They've been around for 20 years,
born in Colorado and continuously growing with our real estate market, so they know what it takes to get you into a home for less. I'm talking about low rates, custom home loans, and again, a business that was founded right here in Denver and remains Colorado's home for home loans because they know this market better than anybody. So make the call today. There are never any upfront fees, and it only takes 10 minutes to start. 303-695-7000, 303-695-7000, or online at AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
This is Michael Brown for Caucus Room. If you're a conservative looking for an online community where you can actually be yourself without being bullied, shamed, or trolled for what you believe in, then you need to join me on caucusroom.com. At caucusroom.com, every person is a real and verified conservative. In Caucus Room, we can connect and encourage each other locally. Caucus Room will never sell your data or information. Caucusroom.com is the place for new and conservative resources. Caucusroom.com.
Get found fast. The name says it all. That's the name of a company who promises businesses, small and large, to put them on the internet with vigor. They'll help you with your website boosting, with your online marketing, with your pay-per-click, with any kind of online you want, any kind of online presence, conventional media too. But the SEO and all that stuff where your eyes start rolling and you're wondering what the heck is going on, you can trust these people to get the job done right with real results. GetFoundFast.com.
Missed the last chance to win some extra cash? Well, it's a new year, and you've got another 16 chances a day to win $1,000. It's the 16K a day giveaway. Listen every hour at 5 past the hour. Weekdays, 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Don't forget realcbdthatworks.com. The CBD that really works for pain and anxiety and sleep, Panacea Life, realcbdthatworks.com. So, Philip, we're working on getting your car identified. Jim, you have a neighbor who built a fence. Now, is this fence in your yard?
The two corner fence posts are in my yard, yes. We have a perimeter fence around our house. It's a wrought iron fence that is 1 foot inset from the property line, but the guy behind us built the fence and set his two corner posts on our property. We've even had it surveyed, and we know for a fact that it is on our property, and we just want them gone. He doesn't want to move them.
Well, the county has setbacks requirements. Sometimes zero fence lines are not even allowed. So, first of all, do you know what the county or city setback requirements are, if any?
Well, there aren't. Well, you can put it right on your property line in Douglas County where we are.
But what would happen? Well, I lived in Douglas, and actually there was a setback. But what would happen? I really think you have a but what would happen then if two people back to back wanted to put a fence up? If what you're saying is true, what would happen?
If you agreed on it, I guess you could.
What if you don't agree on it? What if you don't agree on it? You're saying that a zero fence line is allowed. I'm just curious, because really what I'm saying is that the setback must be honored. But if you start making noise and they come out to look at his, they'll make them move them. But they could make you move them too if yours right on the property line. Did you get a permit to build yours?
Yes, it was there. It was approved by the Homeowners Association. The Homeowners Association used to say that the fence had to be a foot inside your property line, but they have now relinquished that. So if I had no fence at all and wanted to put my own fence up, I could set it right on the property line, and the county is fine with that as well.
Okay, I'll believe you. Let's put it that way. There's no use arguing. So let's say that's the case. Now, his fence, where is on your property, or just the posts? I don't know how just the posts are, but not the fence. I'm trying to get a picture of that.
Yeah, it's just the post because he's tying into my existing fence for his back line to keep the dogs in.
I see. And your existing fence is inside your property?
Correct.
Oh, so that's why his posts are on your property, because he wanted to make it a straight line.
Correct.
All right, hold on, and we'll tackle this coming up. Time to talk about ideal home loans for your next ideal home loan. No two loans are the same. They will write that loan best for you. In other words, if you want a loan that's 13 years, 23 years, 15 years, 27 years, whatever the term, they'll do it. It's a flexible term loan. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000. Equal Opportunity Lender, regulated by DORA, NMLS 136756. For terms and conditions, call 844-45-IDEAL. Where do you find luxury and value? Wholesale prices on all natural stone countertops? You go to the direct stone importer, The Art of Granite. Bathroom free at the same time you do your kitchen. And all tear out and haul away is free. You can even get a very close estimate on the phone. They only charge for fabrication and installation, serving the entire Front Range and mountain communities. 6 days a week, closed Sundays. TheArtofGranite.com. 303-386-5919.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Joe Pags tonight at 6:30 KHOW, Denver.
ABC News, I'm Diane Macedo. The White House has announced President Trump's defense team for his impeachment trial. White House counsel Pat Cipollone and the president's personal attorney Jay Sekulow will be involved. ABC's Karen Travers has more on some others.
Also playing roles in the defense, former independent counsel Ken Starr, who led the investigation into Bill Clinton, and Starr's former deputy Robert Ray. Defense attorney and Trump ally Alan Dershowitz will also participate. All three, Starr, Ray, and Dershowitz, are frequent guests on Fox News.
The president heads to South Florida for the weekend. The trial resumes Tuesday. Testimony looks set to begin next week in the New York City sexual assault trial of film producer Harvey Weinstein. A jury of 7 men and 5 women has been seated. The U.S. military now says 11 American troops have been evacuated from Iraq due to traumatic brain injuries and concussions caused by last week's missile attacks on bases. The Defense Department says they only learned of the evacuations yesterday. This is ABC News. Recording Academy CEO Deborah Dugan is on administrative leave after a misconduct allegation by a female employee. The shakeup comes less than 2 weeks before the Grammy Awards.
The news stunning many inside the industry, including Variety's Jim Aswad, who recently interviewed her.
There was no question she was going to make big changes there. She wasn't making them yet. She hadn't said exactly what they were.
Her sidelining as the first female president and CEO, coming after the organization's Diversity and Inclusion Task Force released a report in December that concluded the music industry lacked diversity. The report pointing to 2 committees that were 70% male.
That's ABC's Kaylee Hartung. An independent investigation is underway. A stolen painting from artist Gustav Klimt has been found in the gallery from which it was stolen. Art experts confirm a painting found hidden in the walls of an Italian gallery is Portrait of a Lady. The piece was stolen nearly 23 years ago. A gardener at the gallery reported finding artwork last month while clearing ivy. Diane Macedo, ABC News.
Zoom didn't invent video conferencing. They just made it better. Ready for more? Zoom Phone works seamlessly within the Zoom app as your business phone system to make and receive phone calls, capture call recordings, and easily escalate to video if the need arises. And it works wherever you are, in the office or on your mobile device. Zoom built this for you. Exceptional audio quality, reliable service, one easy app. Sign up for Zoom Phone online at Zoom.com and meet happy with Zoom.
What's in store this week at your local Staples?
It's time to start fresh with nice new pens and notebooks.
There's no better time than now to get organized with help from Staples.
Because right now, a 12-pack of big round stick ballpoint pens is $149.
A 4-pack of Expo dry erase markers is $3.99.
And Staples comp books are only $1 each.
So make time to save on all your office essentials at Staples,
where there's a whole lot more in store.
In store only, ends 1/18/20. Valid on assorted SKUs while supplies last.
KHOW News Time, 103.
Snow is expected to hamper the holiday getaway to the mountains just in time for the 3-day weekend. CDOT's Tamara Rollison.
We expect some snow accumulations from about 3 to 7 inches on the I-70 corridor and some high winds. And that could have some pretty serious impact on driving because we will have heavier than normal traffic as people head up for the Martin Luther King holiday weekend.
CDOT is suggesting people should put off travel until tomorrow. There's expected to be some gusty winds along the Front Range and Eastern Plains as well today. National Weather Service is putting a high wind warning in place from 1 o'clock this afternoon until 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. Fox 31's Brooks Garner.
Could gust over 60 miles per hour. Be careful in semi-trucks and watch out for blowing dust.
The warning covers most of the northeastern quarter of the state. That includes the Denver metro area. In sports, the Nuggets and Avs both off tonight. The Avs hit the ice tomorrow against the Blues at Pepsi Center. The Nuggets take on the Pacers on Sunday. That's the latest. I'm Chad Hoffman.
Now, impact traffic.
Some volume slowing in the usual spots around the metro area. Sluggish on northbound I-25 from Broadway to Colfax and then loosens up after that. Heavy on westbound I-70 between Quebec and York and on 270 in both directions headed into Commerce City. Off freeway, Wadsworth remains closed in both directions between Jewel and Florida after a serious crash there. Your forecast for today, partly cloudy and windy this afternoon. Will drop into the mid-20s overnight tonight. And then tomorrow for your Saturday, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-40s. Sunny and 49 on Sunday. It's 51 right now in Denver. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by your local Ford store. If you want unsurpassed safety, technology, and a powerful turbocharged EcoBoost engine, get a Ford. If you want America's best-selling brand, get a Ford. If you want a great deal on your next car, truck, or SUV, get to your local Ford store today. Build Ford proud.
The saying good things come to those who wait may not be the best advice if you're at or near retirement. With so many variables and strategies that could seriously impact your outcome, not to mention the political and world events that could result in market volatility, you need to take action. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, register for the highly acclaimed Baby Boomer Retirement Course, The Rules of Change, at Red Rocks Community College, Arvada campus. For less than $50, you and a guest can learn crucial information like investing and minimizing taxes in retirement, when to take Social Security, how to create an income plan, what questions to ask an advisor, and so much more. These classes sell out quickly, so register today for the last remaining seats for the Baby Boomer Retirement Course. The rules have changed. Classes begin January 21st or January 23rd. The course will also discuss a major concern for almost all retirees, with a section devoted to ways to potentially eliminate the fear of running out of money. Register today at apofinancial.com. That's apofinancial.com.
It's your shot to win $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword CHANGE to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's CHANGE to 200-200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK is our number. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. I've told you enough about it. I'm hoping you try it and you call me and give me some results because I really want to know. I'm keeping track. I'm doing my own little research here. It's Panacea Life Sciences in Golden. They're supplying all over the country. We're getting rave reviews. But even if it didn't work for you, I'd like to know why. I'm convinced people have different CBD receptors, really. Some are more susceptible to it than others for pain, anxiety, and sometimes sleep. It depends on the mixture. RealCBDThatWorks.com. What's on your mind? Jenna says Appliance Factory Outlet. She had a bad experience. Philip said this Enterprise car he was worried about, and we did some research on that for him. And then Jim wants to talk about a fence in his backyard. Now I get a picture. I want to go back to Philip and his car. Philip bought a used car. He came down from Wyoming to buy it. He went to Enterprise in Thornton, and he was a little nervous, I could tell, on his way home. He starts questioning the purchase in his mind, asking questions, worrying about things, wondering, did I do the right thing? And we said, you know what, let's allay your fears, Philip. Let's, on the house from the Troubleshooter Network, or from, I think Mark actually might have done it on his account. We got a
I did it on my account using your credit card.
Okay. We did a Carfax for you, free of charge, and we wanted to see what that car's all about. You gave us the VIN number. Mark, go ahead.
It's in perfect shape. I mean, it was
one owner,
a rental car company for the entire time.
Right.
It was used as a rental.
Never used as a police car, by the way. That's just a box they check that says police car rental, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't mean all of those things. It means one of them. Okay.
It means one of them. And then on top of that, guaranteed no accidents. Just guaranteed correct mileage. You know, then it's about as clean as a Carfax as you can ask for. With the exception, it was a rental, but he knew it, and it actually values it at $12,700. I'm curious what he paid.
What did you pay, Phil? Let's bring him up. Philip, what did you pay for that?
I put $2,000 down, and I think, let me see if I got these papers here. Let's see, they have $11,074 financed.
Okay, not bad. $13,000 you pay.
Payments are
He's right there, man.
You're right there.
If he bought it from a dealer, it would be $12,700 plus whatever their handling is. He's right there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good car, man. And it's never been in an accident. It seems like it's a solid piece of transportation.
You did good, man. Just maintain it, do the oil changes. It should be a good little car. You did good.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Now, where do we send the bill for the Carfax?
No. You know what? Here's the thing, Philip. They could have done a better job delivering that to you.
We're just like at night and dark and windy and just,
No, you know what? Really, they could have done a better job if they could have brought it, if they had an inside bay. I believe delivery is very important to somebody, going over the car and when you guys do repairs and you deliver a car, if it's a major repair, do you do a walkthrough on what you did?
We do wash and vacuum the car.
Good.
And we also put a gift in every car that comes through our
That is good.
What do you mean a gift?
I brought you guys gifts. Suzanne's got them.
So wait a minute.
It's a picture of Jesse.
What do you do, Kevin? What do you do, Kevin? You explain what you did?
The biggest thing is we inspect the car before we even do a thing. We check all the fluids. We know exactly where we're at before we start the car, and then when we're done, we have one specific guy checks every car.
But do you fill top off fluids even if you didn't do that?
Oh, of course.
Even if that's not part of it.
Yes.
That's
if it's a quart low, I'll put a quart of oil in it before I go test drive it. Absolutely.
We have a quality assurance guy. He picks certain cars throughout the day, and then he stamps it and signs off on it that he quality assured it. So when they pick it up, they have a green stamp that says your car was quality assured by.
And then Nick Yutzi, Flexident of Colorado. When you do a big job, do you show them what you've done?
Yeah, I mean, I make sure the outside's really clean. I don't go too far on the interior. But
no, but do you say, hey, remember the hood? We had a few here and this one over here. And
oh, yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You know, it's important, I think, to verify what you've done and to show them that they were a person and you remember them and you remember the job. Like, for example, Nick, with Flexident of Colorado, let's say somebody was really concerned about that door, and you say, remember that ding you were concerned about? Look, it's gone. Yep. You know, something like that, if you did an extra good job. I think people like to be reassured.
I didn't realize this. Last time Nick was in, I kind of quizzed him on how much you get a little dent, you know, from Walmart or somewhere in your door. How much do you think to get rid of one dent? Just take a guess.
I don't.
Now, I know he was doing a special. He might be doing the same thing now, but...
150?
Quarter-size dents, yeah. About 125,
I had no idea it was that cheap.
Yeah. I knew it because he's not doing the paint. Well, I knew it because he did one for me. He did a really great job, and he does
Remember, I had a rental one time, and it hailed right here.
We both did at one time.
Yep, and it happened to hail right here at iHeart, and we both ran it down to Nick because if we took them back like that, we'd get nailed.
Yep. Yeah, took care of both of them.
Woohoo! Okay, so I want to go back to Jim because we didn't finish, then to Jenna. So, Jim, if I'm picturing this side of your yard, you have the fence a foot in from your yard, your own fence. This guy wanted to extend that fence, so he put a fence post on your right parallel to yours. Not parallel, but an extension, right next to it. And so it's on the same linear path, which means it's on your property. So now his fence is on your property for how many feet?
Well, the only thing that's on there is the corner posts, and it's probably set in 6 inches on my property. So
here's what you could do. Here's what you could do. You could record it, give him permission for it in writing, and leave it. then
I
you
don't
don't
want to do that.
Okay, but that
we want it gone.
Okay. Well, technically, you have a right to get it gone. Okay, so you can remove it.
Geez, you're going to create an enemy, though.
I know. You can.
I don't care. We're already enemies, so it doesn't matter at this point.
Got it.
I'm trying to still get a picture. You have a corner post. He put one right next to your corner post?
Basically, yes.
Okay. Now, if you took that corner post out and moved it, does he have what kind of fence is it? A wire fence?
Split rail with wire to keep his dogs in.
So you're going to have to go through some steps. There are people that say don't do that. You're going to destroy his fence. But if push comes to shove, you can remove it.
Yeah, why couldn't he just go remove it?
He can. He not destroy, but remove.
Do you have a survey?
Yes, I have had a survey.
But may I ask why you're so hell-bent on getting it off your property?
Just there are a lot of extenuating circumstances that he kind of started a war, and I'm going to finish it.
Okay, I'm just curious. How did he start a war? No, Jim,
we don't know who you are.
I'm more curious than anything. We don't know where you are or what happened.
He started complaining that he could see my hot tub, and which was but on the other hand, he has a hot tub as well. What first started it, he put chicken wire on my fence to keep his little bitty dog in. And then I went out and took the chicken wire down, and he came outside and yelling, why'd you take my chicken wire down? I said, well, why didn't you ask if you could put it on my fence?
Oh, man.
So that's where it started.
Is he an old guy, a young guy? What is he?
No, he's 50.
How long have you guys lived next to each other?
Were you hanging out naked in the tub?
No, we never use it.
Okay, so how long have you been how long has he been your neighbor?
Oh, 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh, okay. So you were there first?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get along with the people there before?
No. No, not really. It was...
There seems to be something in common.
All those damn bad people.
No.
Yeah.
No, the people that were there before these folks, yes, we got along very well with them.
Yeah.
These
well,
folks,
listen,
we do not.
Here's what I do. I say you write a letter, have the county write a letter, and then if nothing is done, you remove it. Carl, you have a question for Nick from Plexinen of Colorado. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I've got a motorcycle, and on the tank, it's got just a fairly minor depression where somebody pushed on it or it got...
Aren't those tanks a little more heavy gauged?
Yeah, they're much more heavier metal on those, but if it's a light indention, sometimes I can take a glue puck and pull it. But those, I mean, to get a tool on.
Let's put it this way. It wouldn't do any more harm, would it, to try?
Yeah, no.
How much to try?
No, what I'm saying is the normal way to fix it would be to pull it and putty it anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So if you do it and it doesn't work, the worst case scenario is he does a conventional repair.
And yep, or the worst case scenario is I pull paint.
Yeah.
If it's deep and it's aftermarket paint.
Is this one of these specialized paints on that tank?
It's a factory paint.
Oh, factory paint. But is it faded or is it a solid color?
It's solid.
See, that may not be too difficult to touch up then, but he can give it a try is what he's saying.
Yeah, I think I can pull that out as long as it's not too deep.
How do you usually charge for something like that?
It goes by the depth, the size, dime, nickel, quarter, $half.
Got it.
Yep.
Carl, where are you located?
Thank you much.
Where are you located?
I'm in Thornton.
Thornton. What kind of bike is it?
It's a Honda VTX 1800.
You might want to just take a picture and send it to me.
Yeah. Listen, Carl, if you want to send a picture, do you have a public email he can send it to?
He can just send it to my phone, 303-619-6273, and I'll just take a look at it and text him back.
303-619-6273, and that's anybody with dents if you want to get them fixed. He'll take a photo. Okay, cool. We got to talk about a bad experience at Appliance Factory Outlet and a rental storage unit that the manager, says he doesn't like what you're storing.
Weekdays 2 to 4. The Situation with Michael Brown.
So I think we finally reached peak silliness. A Russian company is now selling the world's first transgender doll for kids.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
My name is Peter Harris, and I own a brand of cereal called Grainberry with amazing onyx sorghum. The world does not need another cereal unless it truly has something new and important to offer. I believe that Grainberry cereals can really make a difference in your life. I'm not a radio announcer. I just want to help you and your family live healthier, and I know Grainberry cereals can do that. Here's what makes Grainberry whole grain cereals so amazing. 1. Grainberry Onyx sorghum contains more antioxidants to help protect you from all known free radical threats to your body. 2. Grainberry slows down sugar absorption and the digestion process. And 3. Grainberry contains less sugar than most cereals and tastes great. There's just no cereal like Grainberry.
Try Grainberry Honey Nut Toasted Oats, Multi-Bran Flakes, and Cinnamon Frosted Shredded Wheat, all with amazing onyx sorghum. Look for Grainberry cereal at Whole Foods.
Grainberry, Grainberry.
If you are accused of a crime, any crime, it's going to be a trying time. You can rest assured Joe Lazzara will passionately defend you for DUI, shoplifting, assault, when things don't go perfectly in your life. And he has flat rate pricing. You're not nickeled and dimed. You'll know exactly what your defense will cost. And that's it. If you need help, 303-429-6200. Now, I hope you don't put his name in your wallet or remember the name for any stupid friends or neighbors, or if you just made a dumb mistake, because there are ways to prevent DUIs. There are ways to prevent all of these crimes. Look, no one condones that activity, but not everyone accused is guilty, and that's what LazzaraLegal.com is all about. Taking care of people and their rights. LazzaraLegal.com. That's 2 Z's and 1 R, LazzaraLegal.com, or 303-429-6200, 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200.
Hey, Mark Hope with Action Computers here with Sherman. Let's get in the Wayback Machine and go back to 2009.
Okay, Mr. Hope.
Look, Sherman, we're at Action Computers, and look at all those computers with brand new Windows 7 operating systems.
Wow, much faster than Vista.
Okay, back in the Wayback Machine and off to January 2020.
Look, Mr. Hope, Microsoft just quit supporting Windows 7. Here's a Dell Latitude with a Core i5 and Windows 10 for $179. Desktops and monitors from $100. Apple laptops from $200.
That's right, Sherman. And 22-inch LCD panels for $50.
They can even help transfer your old files to your new computer.
Because at Action, you don't have to be tech smart. Action has the knowledgeable staff you'll need. We'll support making your move to Windows 10 easy.
And Action always has Colorado's lowest prices on computers, peripherals, and Action's A+ certified techs can help you or your company out.
Action Computers. South Metro, south of U Hills on Colorado next to Sprouts. North Metro at 80th and Wadsworth next to Goodwill. And at ActionPC.com.
Shirley and her husband had a long-awaited dream to replace their patio door. Then,
my husband happened to see the ad from Dream Style in the newspaper, and he said, I think it's about time we do this.
and how did the Dream Style team do?
Oh, they were fantastic. They were so knowledgeable and professional and so nice. They just really, really worked to get it right. And everything was spotless when they left.
And how about the product?
We love it, the door. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just so beautiful.
And once it was installed?
Oh my gosh, that really opened up this room. It was a very good idea.
This month only, save up to $270 per window and $770 per door. Plus, take advantage of easy financing with 1 year no payments or interest, or choose payments as low as $99 per month. Take it from Shirley.
Dream Style. It's a great company. I'm very, very pleased.
Call now, 720-381-3463. 720-381-3463. 720-381-3463. PC 0003837.
Get ready for the Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Squares Sweepstakes, the largest official game of Super Bowl Squares ever, with millions of dollars in prizes. And best of all, it's free to enter. Every score change during Super Bowl 54 pays out $50,000. That's right, touchdowns, field goals, safeties, even extra points. We'll draw one lucky winner from the corresponding square to win $50,000. It could be you! Plus, 2 grand prize winners will win $500,000 they could use toward their dream home. One way to enter, 2 ways to win. See rules and enter now at RocketMortgageSquares.com. Then tune in February 2nd to see if you win. Rocket Mortgage, official mortgage sponsor of Super Bowl 54.
No purchase necessary. 18 years or older except Alabama, Nebraska, and Mississippi. Ends January 30th. Licensed all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. The NFL is not sponsored promotion in any way.
This is Michael Brown for Caucus Room. If you're a conservative looking for an online community where you can actually be yourself without being bullied, shamed, or trolled for what you believe in, then you need to join me on caucusroom.com. At caucusroom.com, every person is a real and verified conservative. In Caucus Room, we can connect and encourage each other locally. Caucus Room will never sell your data or information. Caucusroom.com is the place for new and conservative resources. Caucusroom.com.
We've got a high wind warning in effect this afternoon, and it's a pinpoint weather alert day for wind gusts over 60 miles per hour possible this afternoon, the high 52. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Right now, there's a child living in extreme poverty with no future and no hope. But you can bring hope when you become a Compassion International sponsor. Just text the word child to 83393 and sponsor a child right now.
630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Tom Martino here. Welcome. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Gina, I'd like to talk to you about this appliance factory outlet. George, I want you to hang on. You sound like you have a very interesting problem, too. And then we have lines open at 303-713-TALK. Daphne is like the Maytag repairman. She has nobody to talk to. Give her a call right now, 303-713-TALK. That commercial really was a great advertising campaign. The Maytag.
Oh, I liked the time to make the donuts.
Was that Maytag?
It was either Winchell's or one of those donut
I saw
places.
that. The lonely Maytag man. Anyway, Gina, you're talking about Appliance Factory. Now, I will say this. They do a ton of volume, and when we do get problems, they address them. Mark, don't they?
Honestly, they do a pretty good job, but what happened to you?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, they did address it.
Tell me what the problem is.
Okay, the problem is the washer and dryer do not work well. The dryer doesn't heat up right. It doesn't have any different levels.
Well, are these used?
No, they're new. They're scratch and dent, though.
Okay, but new from who? What brand?
It's Samsung.
Are you kidding? I love them.
Samsung, everything I've ever owned by them has been fabulous. I think I just happened to get the lemons, but they're not. I've asked them 4 times to come pick it up.
So do they come out and fix them or what, though?
Yeah, are they fixing it?
I have a 4-year warranty, and they came out and they balanced it once. And, I'm at the point with all the other things involved, because there was credit problems. They approved an account for me without even telling me.
Yeah, I see. You're piling them up. I understand, Gina. Here's what I call it. And I don't mean that against you. It's what I call collecting injustices. What you're saying is, from the very beginning, you've had nothing but trouble with all kinds of stuff. And this is just like the straw that broke the camel's back. Many times when consumers have a bad experience, they start accumulating them, and they start thinking, wait a minute, do I even want to do business here? And I just want to say this. Those are, many times they're all unrelated and they just happen to be coincidental. Sometimes they're just inept. But one thing I can say is that truly, if you're in business, people, you need to truly keep people from the very first time you get a hold of them and talk to them. You got to keep them happy. And little things like Gina, the first thing that pissed you off was what? What's the very first thing you remember?
They billed me wrong. They billed me for not the scratch and dent.
Right.
So I had to take care of that. And they took care of it.
Then what? Okay, what was the next thing? I'm just curious now.
The next thing was going to be, I asked for manuals. Well, we don't have manuals of scratch and dent.
See how this accumulation happens?
That's true, but a lot of that they don't have the manuals for scratching.
I understand, but I'm just getting into a mind because I'll bet you the problems we're having now are not serious. It's just the accumulation of them. Okay, after no manuals, what happened?
Okay, so I finally, after 10 phone calls, got manuals. Anyway, so the next thing that happened was I get these calls from Mattress Firm, and I said, well, is this for Appliance Factory? And they're, no, this is for Mattress Firm. Well, who authorized this? Okay,
right,
so
okay, what's the next one? I get it, they're associated. You're right. What was next?
The next thing was I went down to the store and I told them, it's not working right.
Now we're at today's problem. It's not working right. When you put a load in your dryer, you have a Samsung. Do you know what model you have?
It just came out this year. Let me tell you, I've got it right over here. Hold on. But
look at the manual.
You know what I mean?
What is it?
I'm going downstairs to get the manual right now.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Dum-da-da.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Da-da-da-da.
They
Okay.
typically always fix stuff, though, man.
No, I know. Hold
Well,
on.
and they've been trying, but, I'm at a certain point, I've asked them four
I'm just
times.
tap dancing while you're wait.
I don't like this
Get the
machine.
manual. A little song.
All right. It is a model number WA50R5400AW.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We'll look it up. WA50R.
50R.
Okay.
They're about
5,
$650.
Brand spanking.
No, from Appliance, Best Buy, Home Depot. They're about $650 everywhere. How much did you spend on it?
Well, at first it was.
It's a nice one.
I don't mean at first. I mean, how much did they charge you?
Yeah.
We realize they overcharged you the first time.
$1,100 for both.
Okay.
Oh well,
That's not
a big discount. You didn't get a big discount.
That's with the 4-year warranty.
Okay,
so that's why.
So they got to fix it. I mean, what do they say when you say it doesn't dry properly? How do you know?
Okay, so I am frustrated, obviously, because I've talked to somebody. I've called their corporate office.
Hold on. I know you want to tell me all of the frustration, but I need to know this. When was the last time you had the dryer vent cleaned in your home?
Got put in brand new when they replaced the dryer.
No, they didn't. The one that goes outside, the one that is where you put
that one? I cleaned it out right before they brought the new machine.
From there all the way outside, does it go straight out where you can clean it?
Like 5 feet.
Oh, okay. And you that's good. So that's clean. And if you put a normal load in there, it doesn't dry very well?
No, it doesn't.
Last time they came out and worked on it, what did they do?
They didn't work on that. They didn't work on the dryer. They came out and they balanced the washer.
Right.
And it's back out of balance. The dryer.
Don't you have the washer? Let me get this straight. Do you have the washer when you put a load in and you turn it on? Doesn't it go whoo, whoo, and it swings back and forth and balances the load? You hear it go whoo, whoo, whoo.
Yeah, it does. And then by the end of the cycle, it's out of balance.
I don't. Okay, listen. I have a feeling it's installation. These things are usually bulletproof. They really are.
I don't know how it could be installation, though.
Well, meaning it's not it's not level. It's not sitting level, or her floor or something is wrong. And with the dryer, I have no idea. But does Appliance Factory maintain this warranty, or is it someone else?
It's a division of them, I believe.
Yeah, they actually, the manufacturer, they do all their own warranties. That's how they work.
Well,
that's why their prices are low.
Pick it up. Just take it away. Give me my money back. I don't want anything to. I just don't want to deal with it.
Well, they don't do that, though. When you purchase from them,
all sales are final. When did you buy it? When did you buy it?
I bought it in November, and I've been fighting with them since
But here's what I think. Gina, you have a right to expect them to operate properly. And if truly they're not, and you're not just pissed off exaggerating, if truly they are not operating properly, then I agree they either have to fix them, replace them, or return your money.
Yeah, but they've never even attempted to fix this heating problem.
No, they haven't, because they just got pushed to the wayside.
Well, is it possible they think you can't be pleased because you want a refund?
I don't know. I've been very reasonable. I went in and talked to the manager, and he's like...
let us take a stab at it. Daphne, now we need your skills.
Yeah, just send it over to we have an angel over there.
Daphne, I want you to send this to Appliance Factory. Now listen to what the simple request is. Gina wants the damn thing fixed or replaced.
You know
or
what they're going to say?
Now,
I can already hear it. They're going to say, well, she never even told us it wasn't heating because she's never told them.
But here's the deal. The dryer is not drying. Now, I think it is. I think it's just not drying fast enough. Sometimes those sensors turn it off when it's still moist. It happens with mine. I have a relatively new Samsung, and what I have to do is I have to put it back on with a timer as opposed to the sensor. So, in other words, Gina, if you put your wet clothes in, your normal clothes after they've been spun, you put them in there, and you hit normal, and then you hit start, okay? I have found with mine almost every time when it stops, depending on the weight of the clothing, if there's towels and some heavy stuff, it'll still be a little wet, and if you put it on normal, it keeps stopping because it's sensing for some reason. Okay, that's normal for that kind of sensor. What you then do is a time dry, and you put it in for another 20 minutes or so. Gina, I have one, and I know exactly what you're talking about. It's not that it's not drying, it's just that the sensor is picking up that most of the load is dry. Sometimes I even take out some of the things that are dry and leave the moist ones in, but it does take a little manipulation if that's what you're talking about. You could say that's broken, but I love mine. I love it. I just put it in for an extra 20 minutes or so. Now, again, the automatic sensors, for some reason, I have found this to be more than once. It'll stop when stuff is still a little moist. But it's telling it it's going overboard on the safety because they had a problem. And the problem Samsung had was keeping them on too long, and things were catching fire. And this was a recall. And I think they have set them on purpose to be conservative. That's just my thought.
And Samsung, we had a caller say Samsung dryers start in eco mode, so it'll take a little time to get it up and running.
Gina, I think we can get someone to look at it, though, for you.
Where'd your girl go? She took off? She was there earlier?
No, she's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
She does, since we went to 4 hours, they do 2 and 2.
Now, impact traffic.
She has to deal with all the wackadoos that are calling in.
She gets to Colorado Springs, and then they shut off, she goes downstairs, right? Get found fast, right? No, 2, Duran and Fix It. But everybody's got to deal with Mark for 4 hours.
Yep.
My own. I just saw that. I did my own. I have one in-house territory.
Your forecast for
Isn't that
today,
right?
partly cloudy and windy this afternoon. We'll
It's not right.
Overnight
Crazy on my
sunny tomorrow for your Saturday with a high in the mid-40s. It's 51 right now.
Yeah, that social media.
Mark,
you
play
Frank's
spot.
You gotta be kidding
Yeah.
me. We were paying a lady to do Facebook, Instagram, and all that for us. $800 a month.
Oh, no.
And she left. She's done. We didn't pay her. She found companies that are paying her $4,000 and $5,000 a month. It's like, Jesus.
No,
you know, when I say Frank Duran, what am I going to say next? Go on, Mark. What am I going to say next? Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Seriously, so many people laugh about it, but he is the real estate man. He knows how to price your house for multiple offers. You know, I had a guy once that went with someone else because they told him he could get more. They listed it for way more. He didn't get offers that many, so he had to lower. And then it looked weak on the market. Meanwhile, after it was off the market for a long time, Frank lists it and gets multiple offers because he knows the sweet spots. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
You're a man, odds are you suffer with erectile dysfunction.
No, he does. So we got a service through Auto Care that Napa provides most of the cost on it. And they'll answer all our reviews. They'll post, they'll, all that kind of stuff. So, because there's so much, and I'm sure you're finding it too, there's a huge percentage of our stuff's coming from the internet. People, driving somewhere close.
Oil changes. You have to be SEO savvy to get yourself to pop up when they knock you in. If you're not on multiple sites with multiple information, because that's how they find you. Do a backpack on another one and you're back there.
We got reviews, and from what I've seen too, like we had somebody look at it and they said the referral list reaches out pretty strong, with a lot of different links and stuff like that.
They got people working on SEO here, that's for sure.
Short of having your own person, you don't know if it's even getting done, but you can't afford your own person.
Even when you call these places and they're like,
we
did a review and you're way down here, it's like, what?
They all say that.
I know.
Yeah. And then they send out the 15-year-old Doogie Howser, to come out and show you how to run your computer.
Is this as a recorded or a live?
You got a skateboard in his backpack showing up.
Let me show you how this is done. Then they talk up here and you're like, dude, what?
Yeah.
Your algorithm has to be correctly. Nothing we can do about that.
I start out with, make believe I'm 4. You know what? Make believe I'm 54. Make believe I'm old. Okay. The 4-year-old probably would understand it. Yeah. I'm with you.
This is the hardest part of the business for me. I don't know what to spend on it. I don't know if we're doing it right.
And who do you trust though? You just got to go with it. I think.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. We find good
What about curb appeal with a K&H new entry door, 25% off?
So how many months are they doing construction out there at the other place?
2, 3.
Right in the middle of summer?
Just May, June, and July, that's all.
Just summer. Just all of summer.
Just all of summer.
Here's something SEO-wise I can't figure out. Come over here, guys. So, like...
we're going to be able to answer a question.
No, but I don't know why. But Flexident, for example, if I just Google Flexident, reviews from the web, referrallist.com, 5 out of 5 pops. When I do some companies, for example, Sheridan Autotech, it doesn't show ours like it does on a lot, and I don't know why. The only thing I could think is maybe because you have multiple locations. Because when I just go Sheridan Autotech, you don't even have a panel. There's no panel.
Just go Lakewood location.
And I think it's because there's 2 locations.
Yeah. So I'm not sharing the page with anybody either.
Well, thanks to Centennial Gun Club.
What do you mean?
It's just, it's no other names are coming up with.
See, like same with Jesse's though. If I go honest, accurate.
Tom, 10 away.
I'll just do that.
10 away from a fix it.
You have no panel too.
But put in east or west and see.
I want you to learn more at centennialgunclub.com.
There's a panel.
Fix It 24/7. The name says it all, and the website is very simple. FixMyHome.com. If you have a plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drain issue, you can trust the experts at FixMyHome.com. Fix It 24/7. People come for $39. Licensed, insured. They will background checked as well. They will find the problem, whether it be plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains, and give you a proposal to fix it, and you can have it fixed, and they will even credit you the $39. If you don't have it fixed for one reason or another, that's all you pay. Take all the mystery out of home repairs. FixMyHome.com.
Isn't that cool how that ties in now?
Everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
We've got companies, if you type in their name, their referral list comes up way before their own website, which is weird.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Okay, so a comment on the dryer vent. Go ahead, Chris. What's your comment? And then we go to the storage unit problem, which is really weird. Chris, go ahead.
Just on that drying vent, on the outside, there's actually a door.
Right. Right. Yes. Wow, thank you for that.
I want to know who charged them $600 to open that door.
No, he meant he would have saved it buying a dryer.
Okay.
George, what is going on with your storage unit? Okay. RV and boat storage, go ahead.
Business side off.
Okay.
I only use it to park the junk vehicles I buy and resell.
Okay.
And my tow truck.
Okay.
I've been renting for about 8 years already. But the landlord seems to be bothered about the things I have up there. Sometimes I got loose tires or loose batteries.
How does this, tell me how this works. When you rent from them, do you get a space on the ground or is it a building?
It's a ground, yeah. They mark the area.
Right. So you rent an area and then you keep stuff on that ground.
Right.
You can keep sometimes you keep junk vehicles. What else would you keep on there?
Loose tires or wheels.
Okay. Are there any written rules that he was never enforcing that he suddenly decided to, or is it all brand new?
Always been verbal. I don't have a contract or any rules he gave me.
So you never saw a lease that says, we do not accept this, 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 and this?
No.
Okay. Does he have such a rule? Is he telling you it's against the rules? What is he telling you?
Yeah, he's telling me it's against the rules that he should only rent spaces for RV and boats. Sometimes he tells me like he's basically doing a favor to rent to me.
Well, it's a month-to-month lease.
No, it could be, George. I mean, maybe it. And do you go by George or Jorge? I see it's written both ways here.
Either way.
Okay, so George, it seems to me that he might be doing you a favor because I noticed that these places are usually boat and RV storage. Maybe was he the owner back when you started renting 8 years ago?
I'm not sure if he's the owner or if he works for somebody else.
See, I don't understand why all of a sudden it's bothering them, but did you all of a sudden change to more tires and stuff than vehicles?
No, it's about the same. And some more renters have the same stuff in there. Some more spots they have loose tires or...
Well, then I would be upset if he was singling me out.
He might be telling that to those guys, too, though.
But maybe he's just starting to crack down. Who knows? I mean, or maybe he's gotten offers where he can get people in there to pay more money. I don't know. Has he actually evicted you yet?
No, that's my question. Can he kick me out?
It depends on your agreement. Is it month to month? You say no written agreement, right?
Right, and it's a month-to-month thing, yes.
Well, it's a month-to-month, and it depends really, George, seriously, if this is considered a rental unit or a storage unit. There are different laws. But in either one of them, if it's month-to-month, they can ask you to leave. Yes, they can. Yep.
Okay. And will they need a reason? Just to ask me.
Okay, now, this is really tricky. With any rental agreement that is month-to-month, they don't need a reason. However, they're not allowed to do it for illegal reasons. Illegal reasons, what the heck is that? That would mean all of a sudden a guy takes over and he doesn't like black people, and one by one he starts evicting black people or Muslims or Jews or old people or whatever the law says, okay? That would be but that almost doesn't happen because people are not that stupid. But if he just doesn't want you there because he doesn't want the old tires, that could be his reason. It could be let's say he just wants to get back to more RVs and boats. That can be his reason. Now, I would have a little problem, even though I don't know if there's a law you can hang on, if he's singling you out. I would say to him, I would just say, look, I've been here 8 years, and I wouldn't do it in a confrontational way. I would say, look, I've been here 8 years, and I noticed there are some other people that have some tires on their lots and stuff. Is there something we can do to make this work? Is there something I don't know about? Can you just, like, off the record, clue me in? Do you have a new owner? Do you have maybe someone who wants my spot? Just tell me the truth, and it would be a lot easier because maybe I can make it work. That's the way I like addressing people, because sometimes people, when they know that you're that kind of a person, then they kind of are relieved, and they just say, well, George, to be honest with you, we're trying to clean up the place, and your place looks junky, or whatever. You never know what you're going to hear. But that's really the bottom line. I mean, on a month-to-month agreement, you don't have a lot of rights.
Can you imagine you went to park your nice boat or your RV at some place, and there's a bunch of old tires next to you, though? I mean, the whole thing sounds sketchy.
Yeah, storage in general, the storage business is going crazy, both inside storage, outside storage. I am told by people who are land banking that it's a sure thing.
Now, impact traffic.
Crews responding to an accident on northbound I-25 at Hamden. Also a stalled semi on the left shoulder on southbound I-25 at Hamden, slowing things down through there. The rest of the highways around the metro area in good shape. Just some volume slowing in the usual spots. Off Freeway, Wadsworth still closed in both directions between Jewel and Florida after a serious accident there. Your forecast for today, partly cloudy and windy this afternoon. We'll drop down into the mid-20s overnight tonight. And then tomorrow for your Saturday, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-40s. Sunny and 49 on Sunday. It's 51 right now in Denver. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by the Ad Council. Okay, dads, it's time to do the Cabbage Patch, the Running Man, or something more contemporary, the Floss. That's right, dance like a dad with your kids. Learn more at fatherhood.gov.
One of the things I love so much about the show is dispensing with BS. Now, what I mean is this. In the space of digital marketing, that means online, website, Facebook, social, all of that, and search engine optimization. I just can't stand the new techies that are in this business that just talk and double talk. That's what I hear, you know. You go to Get Found Fast and you get straight information, a free analysis of your business and your online presence, and solid tips and a budget you can live with. GetFoundFast.com.
If you've saved a lot in your IRAs, 401ks, and other accounts, taxes could be your biggest retirement expense. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, every Saturday on 630 KHOW. As a CPA, when we put together your comprehensive retirement plan, I'm always keeping an eye on taxes. Don't let taxes derail your retirement. Call 720-488-8604 or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
Frank Duran, the real estate man with RE/MAX Alliance. He is a certified negotiation expert, and he knows how to aggressively market your home.
With our specialized marketing knowledge, we aggressively implement the most advanced, innovative, and proactive marketing plan you will find anywhere.
For all things real estate, do not hesitate to call 303-920-1622 or get tips online at frankdurantherealestateman.com.
Supplier discount for all is on now at Stevenson Chevrolet. So now is a great time to save up to $10,500 in total savings on remaining new 2019 Chevrolet Silverados at Stevenson. The best selection, service, and value is at Stevenson Chevrolet, located at I-70 in West Colfax and Lakewood. Stop by or go online at StevensonChevrolet.com. Chevy, find new roads. Stock number 96008. Offer includes manufacturer incentives. Must take delivery by February 3rd, 2020.
There's nothing like meeting face-to-face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere, your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy with Zoom.
New year, new budgets. Every small business has unique needs. When you partner with a Dell Small Business Technology Advisor, you get real-time, tailored advice. They'll even give you a free audit on your servers and storage devices to develop a custom solution to help improve your company's productivity. Plus, right now, upgrade to Windows 10 and get up to 45% off select business computers with Intel Core processors. To speak with a Dell advisor, call 877-BY-DELL. That's 877-BY-DELL.
If you have traditional insulation in your walls, you're probably paying too much on energy bills. You need the right insulation for true efficiency. Whether upgrading or building new, you need the incredible Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. This is not the foam you see in cans at big box stores. This is advanced injection foam, filling wall cavities, maintaining R value permanently in all temperatures. No hassle application. Injected from outside the home, compacting existing insulation, filling every nook and cranny around it. Retrofoam is environmentally friendly, no off-gassing, and can even make your home up to 80% quieter. Comfort, lower energy bills, in a day or less. What are you waiting for? You have everything to gain, nothing to lose. Call Rocky Mountain Retrofoam now, 720-676-6333, 720-676-6333, and see their amazing video at foamyourwalls.com.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW. Then you can hear Dan Caplis impact your ride to the house this afternoon at 4.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio,
Denver's talk station.
on your smart speaker.
Available on over 2,000 devices.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Judd, what's going on with you? Judd, welcome to the show. What's happening? Are you there, Judd? Doesn't seem to be there.
Hello?
Yeah, okay, Judd, thanks. What's going on, man?
This is actually Chad.
Chad,
yeah,
I'll take you. It's my fault. It's my fault.
No worries.
I got to get her hearing aids. I promise her. Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, I was just calling on behalf of my wife.
Yeah.
She was involved in an accident. She was hit from behind. Her car was totaled. And she has gap insurance to cover any, expenses that may incur between.
And just for those listening, gap insurance is a relatively new insurance, last 10 years, and it's really strong in the last 5. Gap insurance is where people are insured for the gap between what is owed on the car and what is paid as far as its value. It will never go more than 125% of value, and it usually will limit negative equity to a certain percentage, which means if you're an idiot, a young kid, and let's say you're upside down in a car, $5 or $6 grand, and you put that into your next car, you got to be very, very careful, because gap is meant to ensure that gap period when the car depreciates very quickly. It's not necessarily meant to ensure stupidity from a previous car purchase. So, but in most cases, so long as it stays within 125% of value, there's usually not a problem. So now go on with your story.
So yes, she was hit from behind. Her car was totaled, and between the insurance and the gap, they're telling her that she owes money.
It could be. And, how much does she owe on the car?
I believe it's around $8,000.
Okay.
And,
well, we have to figure something out. How long has she owned the car?
It's been about 7-8 months.
Okay. Now, when she bought that car, $8,000 seems like a pretty. It was a low price car. What did she buy?
She bought a 2010 Mazda 3.
And did she roll negative equity into that from another car?
No.
She didn't trade a car in?
No, she didn't.
Okay. Did she put money down?
I don't believe so.
What was the purchase price of that car?
I believe it was $7,000, and then with all the interest and gap, it was closer to $9,000 after all that was said and done.
So she financed gap insurance into it?
Yes.
Okay. So she has gap prepaid.
Right.
Okay. And then that sounds hard to believe that with that insurance and with her regular insurance, she would still owe money. What are they saying she still owes?
I believe it's around $2,200.
That sounds that sounds almost impossible. I don't.
Yeah,
are they giving you an explanation on paper?
Yes. Basically, what they said is because when she bought the car, it had hail damage on it.
Okay. I didn't hear that part. Now.
Yeah, that was